Hello, it is me, Kyle, the Reflectionist. It's been a while since I've been able to say that. Alright, so it's been forever since I've done anything YouTube related whatsoever, so 100% there's going to be some audio things I'll probably need to tinker with, and you'll all need to help me with that. Especially since I can't exactly hear the game, which is a shame, because this game mostly has really good music, because it's a Castlevania game. So, how's everyone doing? Whoops, I just pulled my headphone wire immediately. That was pretty cool. Can you all hear the title screen music and my voice? Hopefully. Yep, it's true. This is not my console. That is true. It probably opens with an ESRB rating because it's a online focused game, but an old one, and they didn't know how to handle that yet. I don't know, I'm just making up excuses for it. Y'all can't hear me, right? I just want to make sure of that. someone tell me yes. Okay, cool. So I guess that probably means I need to turn up the volume. I mean, I'll do that a little bit. I don't know, we'll see when we hear actual real music, I guess. Alright, so let me explain. May as well kill a bit of time, see if anyone else will get in here. So this is Castlevania Harmony of Despair. There's a game called Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, and I was looking up something for that game, and it was only through trying to look up that game's name that I learned this game even existed. But it is very quickly on its way to becoming lost media, or at least close enough to it, because it's basically on the PlayStation 3 and like nothing else. You technically can get it on the PlayStation 4, but as I'm gonna demonstrate next stream, it's not really worth it to. Yeah, so I basically wanted to stream this game just to get some more footage and exposure of it to the world. It's not like my favorite game ever or anything. Honestly, I've played it so much I'm a little sick of it, but I guess that's a good thing. So yeah, it's an online multiplayer-focused Castlevania game. No story or anything. I have not played a lick of the online because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. And my multiplayer experience was about like a half hour total. So it's basically just me playing it single player. And I kind of wanted to show off all of the stages and stuff that this game has to offer. There's, just by the nature of what this game is, there's a ton I'm not going to be able to like show unless I were to just like grind and stuff. We're not going to do that. So I'm just going to show off everything once, basically. I see you feel like lost media. I have a really weird setup here of how I'm looking at the chat. Oh, hold on. I'm still on my recording software. That should be better. But hopefully I'll be able to see you all. Oh, so I explained this during the test stream, but I need to say this now. So this is on a PlayStation 3. Not my PlayStation 3, as someone wanted to point out. It is a borrowed PlayStation 3. And I learned, I was getting ready to stream this game, and I learned that there's this awesome feature on the PlayStation 3 known as HDCP, or High Definition Capture Protection, which makes it so Sony themselves say you cannot record or stream PlayStation 3 in HD. So I get to see it in pretty crisp HD for the most part. You guys, it's a little crumbly for you. And do not blame me for it. Blame Sony. They said you must watch it like that. It could be a lot worse. I had to get a PlayStation 3 component cables, or composite, whatever the better one is. We're never gonna see the dual clash. Well, that's when we're gonna have the secret third stream where you're gonna be here, and we're gonna do the dual crush together. That's like half a joke. We'll see. Alright, so yeah, I think we can all agree with you here that Sony needs to go bankrupt immediately. Maybe Steam can buy them out, I don't know. Alright, well I guess that's enough stalling. Again, please do not be shy to tell me you know, once we actually hear real music, don't be shy to tell me if the volume of my voice or the game is too loud, because I haven't had a good way to adjust it, so you guys are basically hearing it all the first time. Your 5-second cameo. Your eyes can only see in 480p. Don't lie, you're the kind of person who's always like, it's not 60 frames per second, so I can't see it, because I can only see every other frame. Something like that. Alright, so here's the menu. Here's the online play that we're definitely not going to be able to do. You can save replays, but they're like brawl replays. If you know what that means, you know what that means. So let's play local play. Here's a pretty exciting place to start. So there's a whole bunch of characters and a whole bunch of chapters. I don't know why it defaulted to this person. A whole bunch of characters. And about half of them are DLC, half of them aren't. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to be doing 2 streams of this game. The first one's going to be, we're going to show off all the game before there was ever DLC. And then the second stream, I'm going to be showing off all the DLC stuff. So I may skip some characters in this list, and if I do, it's because they are DLC. They're ordered in a pretty weird way. No, I didn't say Smash replays. I specifically said Brawl replays. So, a lot worse. Anyway, so we're gonna start with good old Soma Cruz, more or less the main character of this game. Well, they give you tutorials on all the stuff they can do, but I'm gonna explain it all. So, you can also choose your colors. I'm boring, so I'm just gonna be the default.
Move out.
And there's a whole bunch of status stuff I'm going to explain later, but let's not be boring and let's get right into it. Chapter 1, Caught in the Cradle of Decay. Very, very edgy, thank you. Awesome loading screen. Alright, here we go. There's our target. So, the way this game works, let me zoom in the camera. The way this game works, every stage is one giant stage, as you can see. And you always have 30 minutes to complete it. If you don't complete it in 30 minutes, you lose. For the most part, that's a very easy amount of time. There may be 1 or 2 DLC stages where it's pushing it a little, but for the most part, it's very easy. Here's Soma. He starts off with the axe. Wait, hold on, you guys can still see it, right? Okay, good. So he starts off with the axe. You use it like an axe. It's very slow, but fairly strong. That was a soul. I'm not going to explain that yet, but I'm going to in a few. So you have a bunch of options. You can jump, you can double jump. Maybe I should get out of this little cramped hallway. It's Castlevania, so obviously gotta break lanterns. That's the thing everyone knows. Bats are annoying as usual, but there's not very many of them, so it's okay. I'm not gonna be able to name every enemy. This is not that kind of game. For some games, I definitely could. Alright, so your options, this is mostly universal between characters. You can move, you can jump, you can double jump. After you do a double jump, you can do a kick, which you can jump off enemies' heads with. You can slide, you can backdash, which is faster than walking, which is a little silly. And I think that's about everything. You can, like, move the camera, and it's kind of sickening. And also we have potions, which I can use. I'm not going to, but I can. I think you can also,
Thanks.
yeah, you can do that. For multiplayer, obviously. So the way the camera works is annoying. You have to, like, zoom super far out before you can zoom in. It's a little weird. Let's just start going. So this stage, from what I know, is like an amalgamation of stages from Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, which is one of Soma's games. Tilt stick once gets sent into the stratosphere. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, a hot dog, delicious. So a lot of this game is you wanting to like find chests. There's a lot of optional things you don't have to do, but that give you chests in this game. You usually want to go for them. They will, you know, they're supposed to have useful stuff in them. They won't always. Yum, a meat strip. Delicious. Alright, so I'm gonna get past all these weirdos and lose in this battle of axes, clearly. Get out of here. You recognize most of these rooms? That's awesome. I've watched a playthrough of Soma's games. I still haven't played them myself. I own one of them. Alright, so this is a grimoire, or a book. This is how you manage everything. Your timer is still going while you're in here, so you don't want to dilly-dally too much, but you can like equip items, potions and stuff, defensive gear that you find. You can do all this outside of the level too, but if you want to do it in the level, you still are on your time limit. This is where you can switch weapons. So, because I played this game a lot of these weapons are way, way past what we're supposed to have at this point, so I'm just gonna be going with stuff that I feel is fair for where we are at the moment. Like, how about that cutlass? So the axe, you have 2 hands. You can assign a weapon to each hand. Some weapons take up both hands, like the axe. It's not very good. So let's just equip a couple weapons that look fun and also not unfair. I probably should have like planned this better in advance. How about let's see, there's a ton of stuff. I'm gonna show off more of it. I'm just trying to, how about a rapier? A cutlass and a rapier. They're probably like the same thing. Wow, they're so different. I mean, they are different, but not particularly. What's the lore reason hot dogs exist here? Because magic, Dracula. So this looks like a puzzle. Oh yeah, so you're supposed to be playing this game in multiplayer. This looks like a puzzle you would need multiplayer for, but you can just kind of do it. Except if you want to go up here, you do need multiplayer. Every chapter will usually have one multiplayer exclusive chest in it, which I assume usually have better rewards. So that's pretty awesome. This chapter is special. I think this chapter has 2. I might be lying though. Oh yeah, right. So Soma's main ability, I've been skirting around it, is that he collects souls of enemies that he kills sometimes, if he feels like it. The one you start with is this, the skeleton bone, which is pretty, awesome. It's very strong, so you can grind the souls by getting more of the same kind. So I have a lot of skeleton bones, so it's stronger. Usually when you start, it will be doing like 2 or 3 damage or something. Hello, skeleton. So yeah, every time you kill an enemy, you have a chance of getting their soul, and it affects every single enemy in the game, as far as I'm aware. So, Soma is by far and away the grindiest character if you wanted to get everything for him. He's my most played character by far, and I'm not even anywhere sort of close to it. Oh, we got a bone pillar. Maybe I'll equip that next time we find a grimoire. I also equipped a couple of other random things. I think that's Flame Shot. And I have this Thunderbolt one. Hello, Minotaur. Goodbye. Whoa, this door seems to be locked. I guess I'll have to go a different way. Flying Bone! So yeah, oh, what was I gonna say? The Flying Bone really killed my thought process. Yeah, I wish I could, like, give a fully balanced experience, but use only weapons that we could have now, but then we'd be stuck with, like, one weapon, so then it'd be boring, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's go this way and see what's up here. Hello. I hate these guys. They look creepy in 3D. Good thing we're not playing 3D. Sorry about the jerky camera. I'm gonna try not to use it too much, I just gotta remember it. I played all these stages way too much. Oh yeah, I have this awesome attack. Whoa. What's even happening? Who knows? So I'll usually try to be going for all the chests just to get more content out of these stages, because if I rush to the end, this will be like an hour-long stream. Oh, you're right, diverging paths, my weakness. Wait, why am I playing Castlevania if I hate, non-linearity? Here we have a bunch of mer people, but they're not cute, so they're not worth it. feel like there's definitely something I'm forgetting to mention. Well, whatever. Next time we find a grimoire, I'll definitely switch some stuff up to show it off. If you know Castlevania, you'll just know a lot of things intuitively, like some weapons do extra damage to certain enemies, like if it's like a thrusting weapon. Oh, watch out for the orbital satellite laser. Don't touch that. You know, normal things. Yeah, you know, there's like elemental weaknesses, but then also random stuff like that. I'm gonna not stand right there, that seems unfun. Here's some licorice, delicious. I believe if you get a bell. And that's that. You get a bell, and it's pretty cool. I think we want to go up here. Again, I've played all these stages a ton of times, but I haven't played them in a little while. I was gonna practice, but then I didn't. So, I mean, my memory is fine. It's just, like, a little fuzzy on where everything is exactly. These guys never stop following me this anymore. Boom, take that. Ow. Alright, this is pretty cool. If you flip this, you drain all the water and make these guys sad because they like water. I don't know why, they're weird. But then it's down here! Wow, and when you're in water, you can't swim, but you can jump infinitely, just like in real life, so that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna wait for this, I think. Your what timeline? For fun items. you already know. You know too much about this series. For fun. So this lever will open this door. I'm sorry, I'm trying to very gently tilt the stick to move the camera, but it's hard. So this lever will move this door, which was blocking us earlier. So you have to go this way first if you want to go that way. Which I'm gonna backtrack to do, but once we are done here, I'll come back for that. These bright red chests always only have money in them. You use money to buy stuff from the store, but, you know, I haven't really shown that off yet. Not that there's too much for me to buy anymore. Not that there ever was, to be honest. I'm gonna go into it more later, but as far as, like, an online multiplayer game you're supposed to play over and over to, like, grind, I don't think they did the greatest job at that. You don't really need to do that, but that's probably fine. That means you can clear basically every level with skill, except in some cases where you just can't, but those cases are few and far between, and I'll talk about them when they come up. The camera's actually asinine. Yeah, I think they literally expect you to play the whole game like this. Yeah, look at us go, guys. Woohoo! I can definitely see what I'm doing. Because then this is like 2 times camera, and this is like 3 times or something. Officially. It's very strange. The peak player count of this is probably like 10 when, you know, the day it came out. Alright, let's do some rearranging. I want to equip, I'll do that on triangle because it makes more sense. Actually, you know what, let's equip the nunchucks. That's a 2-handed weapon. And we can change around some souls, like, just gonna put some random ones. Sure. That sounds fun. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. What did I equip? Oh yeah, the nunchucks are a very funny, gimmicky weapon. They're, you know, you gotta look real closely to even see them. Dodge the orbital satellite laser, as usual. That's how it starts by default. Yeah, it does. It's pretty sad. And you can't just, like, zoom out a tiny bit. You have to zoom out all the way before you can zoom in. It's really something. Take this nunchuck attack. The nunchucks are nice that you can keep moving while they're active, but their range and damage is kinda awful. So I don't think they're particularly great. It's pronounced nunchakus. That's it, you're banned. Here's one of the souls. Oh no, wait, this is a DLC soul. Well, I ruined the stream. I said I wasn't using any of that. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we have the pew skeleton gunman. I mean, these are all enemies we'll see at some point. I like that. I like the random laser jump scares in this level. Oh, this is a ricochet. Ooh, pretty cool. What else did I equip? Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Ooh. You know, Soma's like the most versatile character, as he should be. But if you want anything, you really have to grind for it. I actually have, well, I mean, I guess I have to show it, but the only accessories I currently have equipped are things that, right now, are things that increase the chances of enemies to drop souls. Which should really say something. Like, that is maxed out, which should really say something, seeing as we really haven't gotten that many. So when you don't have anything like that equipped, you're lucky to get like 1 or 2 souls per chapter, which is ridiculous. It's kind of absurd, to be honest with you. Oh, like, we got one! A skeleton! Wow, that's the one you start with. But at least it got stronger, so it's, well, that's fine, I guess. I am immortal in this realm. Yeah, this is a DLC soul. It doesn't look like anything, but I believe it's the cheapest soul in the entire game. So it at least has that going for it. Kind of like set a trap. Let's see how much damage it does. I mean, it's not a lot, but it didn't go away, so I don't know. It probably has its uses. I think just the fact it costs, you can see the magic in the top left in our health. All the MP that the souls cost, and this is literally the cheapest one in the game as far as I'm aware. Well, here's the boss, but we're not ready for him. He's scary. So this is the other, it's not a chest, but this is the other multiplayer exclusive thing. Again, the camera is gross, so just watch. You push this lever, and this elevator goes down, and it will take you to that grimoire down there. It's a multiplayer exclusive grimoire, which will never happen again in this whole chapter, and the grimoires are not worth needing a second player to get to, because usually you don't really need to go to them aside to like restock on healing items if you're doing bad. I don't know, it's very random, and I feel like they designed that and then we're like, this is stupid, so they never did it again for the rest of the game. 7-hour grind fest for all souls. You wish it would be 7 hours. That would be incredible. I might even do it if it would only take 7 hours to 100% the souls, but no chance. Alright, let's get rid of these awful nunchakalos. What happens if you drop down anyway? Oh, you can't. I didn't really show it off, but the door closes, so you just can't go in there unless someone needs to pull the lever while someone else is in the elevator. It's kind of ridiculous. If I wasn't stalling and stuff, I'd usually be done with this chapter very easily by now, but... okay, so I wanted to do the chakram, because that's kind of fun. Where is it? Chakram. And, let's see. No, not that. Not yet. That's a later thing. How about... See, some things are two-handed, unfortunately, and I don't want to do them. Is this two-handed? No, it's not. Okay, we can do that. And there's also other kinds of souls. Not a ton, at least as far as I have. Let's summon a ghost as a familiar. So there's the blue souls, which are like summons and stuff mostly, and then there's yellow ones, which are passive abilities. Most of them are boring. They're just like, increase your constitution, increase your mind, gain resistance to poison. It's actually pretty good in some places. Increase MP recovery speed. The best one is this one. Ooh, we haven't seen one of those yet. But yeah, obviously I do not have all of them, but let's increase our MP recovery speed. That sounds nice. And I wish I could just like randomize. Let's go with a witch and Gurkha Master. And oh wait, I remember. I want to do this one and sure. Oh, this guy may or may not have been attacking me while I was in that menu, I'm not sure. Here's a little speedrun trick you can do. You can go... Woo! Oh. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Well, a speedrun trick if you're backtracking is what I meant to say. I'm never making the leaderboard, it's true, I'm sorry. Yeah, the boss is just lasering you the entire time. It's kind of awesome. I love that guy. Randomizer of this game would be pretty cool, especially if, like, your stuff change, like you lose your, maybe like a roguelike kind of thing, like you lose your stuff at the beginning of every chapter. Could be interesting. That's a nice soul. Did your mom buy it for you? I just saw that. Wait, I think I'm going the wrong way. I love the camera, it's delicious. Honestly, it's less disorienting for me, because when I'm pressing the stick, at least I know the camera's gonna change. For you guys, it's like, whoa, camera, sickening jump scare. Not much I can do about that, unless I'm gonna go, I'm now moving the camera right every time. Oh yeah, so here's the shock realm. Pew! So it's, the damage is not good, but there's no animation for it, which means you can just kind of like pepper people from far away with it, with no risk to yourself. So it can be good. The damage is pretty bad though. And then the spear, damage could be better. I mean, it's bad against these guys, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot about the souls I have. Let's see what I can put on. That's the witch soul. Ooh. Here's the axe knight soul. That isn't doing damage to them, and I couldn't tell you why. Let's maybe find someone better to test it on. You thought the whole game would be like a randomizer roguelike thing? Honestly, I mean, I think it probably would be cooler if it was. At least in some ways. Alright, boom! There we go. That was a lot better. I don't know if that guy was just immune to it, or honestly, I might have just been too close to him and it wasn't registering. Whoa! Is that like a Castlevania attack or something? That's crazy. This is weird. So this door is closed, so you just gotta hit this switch and then hurry. If you get held up by the enemies, you won't make it in time. What else do I have? Oh, this is an awesome one. You kick a skull. I'm gonna try it on this guy when he comes over. Get ready. Ready? Boom! That was awesome. I showed him. Anyway, I'm gonna climb this tower so we can get to the boss already. Oh, you're fine, you're fine. You missed most of this first stage, but that's alright. Now you just don't get to see Soma Cruz in action for very long. Make you mod so you can ban him. We will discuss the terms of that afterwards. I haven't streamed enough to need a moderator. So maybe afterwards. I'm not exactly about to actually ban someone for being late. Yeah. Oh, is that pizza? You know, classic thing they have during this time, just like hot dogs. I'm gonna get it. Woo! Hello, goodbye. I think I did use this shock. Oh, here's a technique Castlevania friends will know. So, you know, you're kind of locked into this animation while you're attacking, but you can backstep out of it. So you can, like, kind of attack and then be safe. Or you can, like, attack twice with the backstep. Like this. Only twice, though. After you do it, you can't do it again. You're actually locked into it the second time. Because I guess they figured it would be broken if you could just keep spamming attacks while backdashing. Me whenever I want to use Kyle for a bit. What does he mean by this exactly? Alright, almost there. So yeah, I could have fought the boss a while ago, and I came down here to do this. Clearing out these enemies is actually, before you fight the boss, is actually not a bad idea. Whoops. It's actually not a bad idea. Not gonna say why yet, but, you know, if you know, you might know already. Oh, I never tried boom! Summon the ghost as a familiar. I guess my ghost is strong enough that I summoned 3 of them, and also they look, really different from these ghosts. I'm not exactly sure why. What was the other thing I equipped? It was just like, oh yeah, it was just faster magic recharge. So, you know, I can't exactly show that, but just trust me, the magic's recharging faster than it should. You guys can still hear everything fine, right? Like, the game volume's good. Ooh, Shanoa background. How do you know that? Ay, hold on. Give me a second. Alright. This is Gurga. He is from Soma Game. Number 2, probably. He's pretty cool. I think he's trying to bite me, actually, so I should probably get away. He is, from what I know, he's significantly easier in this game than he is in the actual game, but he's also the first boss of this game, so I think you can probably forgive that. He's also kind of gross, but he's trying his best, okay? Don't be mean to him about it. He has a special mechanic where if you attack his face, you do double damage compared to attacking his feet. I guess technically you're doing half damage if you're attacking his feet, so... so you're supposed to, you know, play this multiplayer, and then it's like a Monster Hunter game or something, where, like, you guys are working together to take down the big beast, but, you know, I'm not doing that, so... Hey, this guy eats in Castlevania, he sure does. Whoa! Boom, and this is why you want to clear out all the enemies in this tower. If you don't, they will all be here ready to jump you, helping him out while you're still in the middle of fighting him. Oops. So you want to get good at this dive kick move, because like I said, you can jump off enemies with it. It does a little bit of damage, not really enough to be worth actually using for combat, but it's really good for dodging stuff like the attack he just did, or if you want to like jump over him. It comes in handy in a lot of places in this game, like some places where they very clearly expect you to know to do it. So yeah, hey, none of that, that's rude. See, that was a pretty good way to do it. Yeah, I hate friendship and teamwork. If I played Monster Hunter, I'd probably play the whole game single player before I tried multiplayer. Okay, dude, take this! Skull attack! Yeah, that'll teach him. Don't get hit by the laser, it's not good for your health. You can't see enemy HP in this game, which is a bit of a shame. I wish you could. But it's okay. Alright, I think we win. You can exit stage right now, Mr. Gurgoth. I appreciate you, but not any longer. I mean, I probably would, honestly. I played this whole game single player, and I mean, I guess I didn't have a choice in the matter. I couldn't exactly play online on this. I'm honestly surprised he's still alive. I mean, I know I'm using lower level stuff on purpose, but this is about what you'd have originally, so. But again, I am playing single player when they expect you to be playing with more people. I'm just gonna boop. Bye-bye. Here. And then for winning, you get a gold chest. Spiked boots, whoa. They usually have some pretty decent stuff in them. Well, they're supposed to. Sometimes you get garbage from them. Alright, and that was stage 1. 25 minutes, a lot longer than you should normally spend on it. You normally spend around half that time, but it is what it is. Alright, so next we're going to be going to chapter 2. And we're going to change characters. But first, let's look at the, I guess, well, we saw this. This is the status menu. It's where you can equip souls for Soma and weapons and stuff. There's defensive gear where you equip hats and shirts and boots, like the spiked boots we just got, wherever, there they are. Ooh. And capes and accessories. These are the accessories I have that, they're exclusively for Soma. They make souls more common. And items like potions. I forgot I didn't even use a potion. I'm never making it into the summoning salt video. Agreed, this game is pretty cool, but it could be better, but I still like it. That's like most games I play. It's like, it could be better, but I still enjoy it. So I'll show off the shop, I suppose, first. So the shop will only sell stuff that applies to the character you're playing as, so like, you know, you can only, like for example, only Soma can use the Soul Eater ring, so if I'm playing as any other character, this just won't be in the shop, but you know, you can switch characters whenever you want. So this is where you're gonna buy stuff. Mainly you want to stock up on potions and high potions, you know, if you can afford them. I definitely can. But, you know, you won't really be able to at the start until you get more money. Soul Eater. So you can buy a whole bunch of weapons. The thing is, the main reason why, like, grinding I feel like doesn't work a ton is that you buy one good weapon, and then, like, you're good. And then there's not a ton of reason to, like, go for money anymore. That's a funny weapon. We'll show that off at the end of the stream. Same with, like, the armor. Like, there's not really a reason to buy any of the worst stuff unless you just can't afford anything else. But once you can afford, like, the best stuff, just buy it. Or you'll probably just come across it in a stage, or you'll probably come across better stuff. So, like, a lot of the shop is kind of useless once you've played for just, like, a couple hours, maybe. Except for really expensive stuff, like the Soul Eater rings. You mostly just want to grind for money to get real expensive stuff like that. Hunter skills is, like, a rare thing. Only some characters have that. And then, you know, a lot of, like, excess weapons and accessories and stuff that you buy, you just sell for more money. So, like, that's kind of the thing. Most of the stuff you collect in this game is going towards getting money, but you don't have a lot of interesting things to spend your money on. So, I mean, there is grinding in the sense of, like, trying to get souls and other stuff, but it's a little weird. So anyway, let's play as another character. We're gonna try Miss Shanoa. She is pretty neat. So let's go. Lord of Unseen Strings. 40-hour-long video. Maybe that's closer, yeah. Can you beat Harmony of Despair with only the handgun? You won't be disappointed with the answer, because you may learn it someday soon.
You too shall be my puppets.
What a freak. Don't worry, combat manual will come soon. Alright, so this is Shanoa from Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. So she's pretty cool. She goes pew pew, and I think apparently in her game doing this costs magic. But, you know, this game's better, so not this time. Shanoa's awesome, probably. I still haven't played the game, but I'm excited to. So, problem with Shanoa, well, I guess I'll go into in a second, but so Shanoa has this one weapon. She can't change weapons, she just has this, and that might seem weird, but it's actually Soma mainly who's the weird one. Him and one other character are the only ones who can collect and use weapons. Everyone else just has one default weapon that they're stuck with. It's very weird to have that whole system for only 2 characters to use, but it is what it is. Instead of backdashing, she cartwheels, which is pretty awesome. I like that. Yeah, I hear her game is kind of strange. You know, I'll try it at some point. I just have to get to it. So Shanoa's main thing, her normal attack's kind of bad. I mean, based on the damage, you wouldn't think so. It's good right now, but there's a reason for that, and it's because we're over-leveled, more or less. This game doesn't have levels, but whatever, I'll explain in a bit. So, Shanoa's main thing is that she is a magic user. She has this, boom, and her magic just is very strong, but she burns through magic pretty fast, so you kind of have to, I mean, your magic comes back automatically, but you still want to use it kind of sparingly, or at least when you need to. So she has other magic I'll show in a minute. This room, oh yeah, this stage is also stuff from Dawn of Sorrow. It's a plane outside. Hope you can't hear that too loud. These guys are scary because they can poison you. You do not want to get poisoned in this game. I think it might be the worst poison in any game I've ever seen. Like, just do anything in your power to not get poisoned. The main issue is that there is an unpoisoned potion that you can equip, but you can only equip one item at a time. So if you are holding like unpoisoned potions, you can't have actual healing items. It's a little ridiculous. So this is this chapter's multiplayer exclusive chest. You have to stand on here. Someone has to come from up there, which we'll see later, and then they can get to the chest. You can't walk through the fire. It knocks you back too far. So you can't, like, invincibility through it. Ow. I'm sorry, someone's vacuuming next to your door at 9 p.m. like a normal family thing. This is an iron... Excuse me, stop exploding so I can show it off. This is an Iron Maiden. It's pretty. Ah, yeah. Don't go in. what you actually want to do, you can push these boxes you find around, and you kind of just want to boop-ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doo, do that. Why? Don't worry about it. As everything else, I'll explain it later, but just do that. Genoa has one pocket, which is better than most of them who have zero. I make fun of some people for having clothes without any pockets. Oh my gosh, it's Yoko! Hey, what's up? Yoko's pretty cool. She's a Castlevania. Do you mind? Oh, that's not Yoko. Never mind. It's a weird person. Let's see some of Shinoa's other magic. So she's also got lightning. Oh, lightning's really good. You can't tell because these guys are dying in one hit, but it hits twice, so it is very strong. You know why. I'm glad that you know why. What's a good beginner Castlevania game? Castlevania 1. No, not really. That's a good question. What's a good beginner? I guess that depends, because there's two different kinds of Castlevania games, you know. There's like the level-based games, which are most of the older ones, and then there's like the exploration-focused ones. So it kind of depends on what kind you're looking for. I'm going to assume the exploration-focused ones, because that's the thing the series is more known for nowadays. In that case, I'm not the best person to ask, because I haven't played all of them. Just starting from, like, the beginning and playing Symphony of the Night might not be bad. Circle of the Moon is pretty good as a, like, a first exploration Castlevania game. Just know the final boss is the hardest thing you'll ever fight, but other than that, the game's pretty fair. Excuse me. Boop. Let's see what other magic we've got. We've got ice. Ooh, and then we've got... whoa. Rude guy. Your days are numbered now. We've also got light. Or beam. I don't know if it has a good name. I'm gonna keep these guys alive, which I know seems weird, but they're gonna stay here. This is a soul guy. If you get hit by him, you get cursed. And being cursed means you, can't use magic. Your magic gets set to 0 for a while. I still haven't played Symphony of the Night. I own it. I'm planning to. But yeah, it definitely depends on what you want as a player. I don't think there's many bad choices, though. Because they're all equally bad. So yeah, forgive me if I'm not directing us very well. This game is easy to get lost in just because the levels are huge. But yeah. Oh yeah, the Soma games, like what is it? What's the first one? Aria of Sorrow is probably one of the best ones you can play first. But yeah. So this is I think this is supposed to be like a multiplayer exclusive shortcut where like you push this lever and then like the person below you will pull the other lever so you could like both move on. If that was the intention, they failed pretty badly, but I think that's why that is set up like that. Hey, I know this one. No, you don't. You've never seen this game. Don't lie. See? The lightning hits twice. So yeah, Shinoa, these 4 spells are pretty good. And it's a good thing they're really good, because they are the only 4 spells Shinoa can get. It's a bit weird, because you can equip up to 4. You can equip up to 4 souls with Soma, but he has a billion souls. You can equip up to 4 spells for Shinoa, and these are the only 4 she can ever get. So the way she works is that, so, you know, you start with this attack, and the fire attack, and the more you use your spells, the stronger not only the spells get, but your basic attack gets. So that's why our basic attack's kind of one-hitting everything, is because, you know, all of my spells are upgraded, so my basic attack's really good. And I can't exactly un-upgrade anything. I would if I could, just to make this more fair, but I can't. Have I hit this? I don't remember what this does. I still don't... Okay, it... Look at that, it moves that door up there. Awesome, okay. But yeah, so, Shinoa is a little broken at the moment, and I cannot do anything about it, so please forgive that. I'll take it easy on the boss. Even though it seems like some people would rather me destroy him. Alright, so this is as someone said before, this thing hanging in the air there, that is a Shinoa exclusive thing. This is called Magnes or Magnus. You can magnetize to these and you can go wow. You can go wow, wow, wow. It's kind of way more fun than it has any right to be. Woo, and slingshot yourself. So there are literally just like Shinoa exclusive paths in this game. I don't really know why. I'm gonna pretend I'm not Shinoa because this is a huge shortcut going up here. So we're just gonna go this way. Get out of here. Might not be too obvious. This is absolutely, positively the best move in the entire game. Because if you aim it right, it hits 3 times, and each of those 3 hits is really strong. And also, it's light element, and since everything here is evil, most things are weak to light element. It's kind of insane. Here are Aethermore's favorite enemies. They're pretty awesome. They're, karate maids. Well, I wanted to let that one actually attack. They try to vacuum you, because they're weird. The vacuuming doesn't do any damage, it just embarrasses you. Okay, stop! I just want to see you actually fight. She's like Sakuya, but if Sakuya was slightly less cool. And also bad at her job, clearly. Okay, that was a little better. Okay, goodbye. Bad grapnel. Yeah, holy damage or light damage, whatever you want to call it. It's very good. As you'd probably expect. Oh, okay, so this enemy's something special. So the way Shinoa gets spells, right? Let's see this enemy. This enemy, it has the same fire spell that we have. Crazy. So if you find enemies like this that make these like little blue rune things above their heads, Shinoa can go, if you hold up, give me a second, Shinoa can go wow, 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 and steal the spell, and that's how you get, well, you start with fire, but any spell that's not fire, that's how you obtain them. So you think there'd be like a lot, because she's like stealing spells from enemies, but like I said, there's just 4. I don't really know why they did it like that, but it kind of is the way that it is. Oh. Rude. And there's not really much of a reason to check the grimoires for her, because again, here's our 4 spells. This is the fire, this is the ice, this is the lightning, this is the light. You can't change these. It acts like you can, but you can't. You can't change Magnes. The only reason you'd come here is to like change your equipment or to equip more potions or high potions. I did use one, so I'll do that. I'll use another one, but I'm not gonna re-equip it because I don't really need to. Yeah, she's very strange. I like this like pose she does where she like steals people's stuff. So yeah, but despite the fact I think she's designed weirdly, because I wish she had way more options, she is good. There are accessories that increase your MP recovery speed, and if you have those on her, then she can be really good, because her normal attack, you know, outside of the circumstances we're in now, where we're over-leveled, her normal attack's not great, but her spells are all really strong, especially this one. So you can just kind of, like, destroy enemies and bosses using these things. I mean, you don't get this one until a bit later, but still. So she is good. Don't get it twisted. Soon. When's the For Glory menu? Never. Everything's for fun. For fun menu. Here's this weird sylph person. The amount of random cute person enemies increases. Goodbye. They're very loud. Can I just, like, not engage with you and pretend you don't exist? That would be pretty cool. Alright, you asked for it. So you can stand on these guys with no repercussions. They don't care. It's pretty fun. Hello. Would you like to give me your spell I already have? Thanks. That was, this one? Actually, I'm not sure. I think it's the ice one, actually. My dog's barking in the background. Do you forgive him? He doesn't know better. He's just dumb. Just kidding, I love him. So yeah, look at that. This person's an ice enemy, so the ice doesn't work on them very well. Oh no. Like, part of me wants to show off poison, but gosh, I sure also don't want to do that. Ooh, California roll. I have never committed a hated crime. I just I've committed both of those things, but never both at the same time. But yeah, no, Shino is cool. I just wish she was more interesting in this game. I assume she has more to do in her actual game, but I don't know, still haven't played it. The music that was playing in the intro of this stream, though, is from her game, so that automatically makes her cooler, because that's like the best song ever in this series. Sorry, a love crime. I'm happier with that with that term. I'm gonna do this again because there's no reason to, but I might as well. Oh yeah, so see, we didn't actually get the spell there. For some reason, when you do that, you don't just get it, you have like a 50% chance to get it or something, which, like, I don't know why they decided to do that. Just cause. But you don't upgrade the spells by getting more of them, I think. I'm pretty sure you just upgrade them by using them. Oh, and like hitting enemies with them, so... Excuse me, once you have one, I don't think there's a reason to get more. Maybe I'm wrong. If you get more, you can equip it to more buttons. Like, this one is on up and circle for me, but if I have two of them, I can put it on up and circle and right and circle. I don't know, man, this game's weird. I haven't introduced these yet. There's breakable walls. It's not really a wall, but they usually have food and stuff in them. I don't know where all of them are offhand. I don't really care, but as we saw before, Soma does have a soul that lets you just see where they all are, so, you know, if you want to know, you can just use that. Usually to get up here, you would have to kick off these guys and get to the chests, but I'm Shinoa, so I actually don't care. I actually don't care. Yeah. Excuse me. Grind to unlock button mappings. I mean, it could be worse. It could be, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, where you have to, explore the world to get different shortcuts. Different, like... Not shortcuts as in, like, shortcuts throughout the map. I mean shortcuts as in, I want these item presets. And for some reason, you have to unlock a bunch of those individually. And it's like, once you have one or two, why? And also, why do you have to unlock that? Fake fan doesn't know where every square inch of every level is beatable. I mean, with breakable. With how many times I've played all these levels, I honestly probably should know by now, but I don't. They're thinking about a third Castlevania slot machine. Alright, be careful with these guys. They shoot bubbles, and their bubbles can poison you. So don't get hit by them. I'll show poison at some point if we don't get poison naturally, just to show off why it's so bad. Here's the lever you have to hit to open the way to the boss. He's just kind of sitting there waiting for us. But yeah, so the Shinoa exclusive things are really random. I don't really know why they exist. Other characters don't really have stuff like that. But, I don't know, it just gives you more reason to put it on your team, I guess. Kinda. Alright, so before we fight Mr. Guy, this is, we were up here way earlier. Like I said, this is a Shinoa exclusive thing. You can come up here and, like, skip a lot of the level, I think. I think if you have multiplayer, you can, like, play with this scale puzzle and probably get up here earlier, but we don't. Remember when they just lost the source code to one of their best games? What game was that? Ooh, a piano. Interesting. I'm not sure which game that is. I mean, hey, it happens to the best of us. Sun also lost the source code to his best game. Allegedly. Is there a reason to come down here? I don't think there's, like, anything over here, so I'm not gonna... These platforms flip, by the way, which is awesome because they're used in like 2 places in the whole game, and I think we've seen them all already. Alright, so before we go engage Mr. Guy, there is one thing we can do with this piano. I'm just going to use my awesome piano playing skills that I'm developing as we speak. Forgive me if I mess up, I've never done this before. But if you go like, wow, and you go like, wow, and you go like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wow, and then wow. Also, I still can't really hear the game at all, so I don't even know what sounds the piano's making. And you go wow, and then you go wow, and then you go wow. Whoa, a crown! I definitely deserve that. I put in a lot of effort to get it. You may wonder how you can know to do that. It's a very good question. Oh, Silent Hill 2, huh? Interesting. I'm not actually good on the piano, guys. I lied. I also like how you both you both requested me to play a song from the same series. That's kind of awesome. Alright, here we go. This is the Puppet Master. So I'll let him do his thing. He's gonna put that puppet in the Iron Maiden. That's silly. What the heck? How'd I get in there? That does a lot of damage, and you don't want that to happen. He can also shoot little puppets. Lies of P-Bus. So when he's summoning a puppet, you want to immediately get over there and destroy it. Because if you don't, he will put you in the Iron Maiden and you will take a bajillion damage. It's pretty bad. And you also really don't want to get hit by these things. If you do, they will guarantee curse you, which gets rid of all your magic. Whoops, well, I'd rather that than get put in the Iron Maiden, so... it's pretty bad for Shinoa specifically to get cursed, but I think maybe we'll be okay. It'd be really embarrassing if I lost the second boss while over-leveled, but things happen. I hate this boss. I like him in this game. I don't know what he's like in other things, but yeah, our magic is quite strong. Oh yeah, I don't have much of it. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Man, it is a Lies of P-Boss. Where the heck do you think you're going? So once he's had enough of you, he starts leaving. And now suddenly the entire stage becomes your arena, which is kind of really cool, actually. So he will just walk up to... Oh, he's going to that one? Oh, no, he's going to this one. So he will walk over to any Iron Maiden around the entire stage. And some of them are close by the arena, like this one he just went to. So it's not too bad. But if he chooses to go to a really far one, you're kind of doomed. Because he can teleport you from wherever you are, it doesn't even matter. Unless you put a box over an Iron Maiden, like I did up there, then he can't use them, which is kind of cool. He'll never go to them if there's a box around them. So yeah, you basically have to like chase him around the arena. Again, this is a lot scarier if you're not doing a bajillion damage. I'll show this once. Like, gosh, that's so strong. Again, I'm over-leveled, but even when you're not over-leveled, it's still so strong. So the reason I like to keep these guys alive, especially if you're not Shinoa, is because it's a very easy way to, like, traverse around here, which can be useful. So I just, like, kind of keep them alive so you can bounce off them. You could also try to, like, bounce off this guy's head, but that's not always available. I don't ever see him go this way. You can close off this Iron Maiden too, but I keep it open because this is a very easy open space to fight him. So if he decides to go to this one, I really don't mind. He wastes a lot of his time just kind of crawling to it slowly. But I honestly, I know you say you hate this boss, and you probably have your reasons, but this is one of my favorite bosses in this game. Just the surprise that, like, oh hey, this entire stage is now your arena to do battle with him is really cool. And again, when you're only doing like 8 damage per hit or something, like you probably should be at this point, it's really tense if you can like kill him in time before he finds a way to murder you. Not doing a very good job of killing him quickly, but again, I did say I'd hold back against him a bit. This is the guy Pete warned us about. No, that was the Puppet King. This is the Puppet Master. That's a different guy. Actually, arguably, there is a Puppet Master in Lies of P. I guess, depending on how you look at it. Truth of P. No, there's no such thing. Now, we all hate Lies of P here. We, I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I speak for everyone. Goodbye. Weird person. Well, see, that it's the opposite here. Instead of being a super cramped space, it's a very open space. Well, it's way too open of a space, but it's cool. It's a cool idea. Thank you guys for your services. Now, annoyingly, the chest spawns back in the room you fought him, so if you're like halfway across the map, you have to walk all the way back. At least we weren't too far from it. The timer does still go until you open this chest, by the way. So you can go around and like kill enemies and find chests you didn't find if you want. But if you run out of time and don't grab this chest, it counts as a failure. So, you know, don't do that. We are going into online forums and complaining about games we never played. It may be true that I've never played Lies of P, but it is my right to complain about it if I wish to, and I do wish to. And you can't take that away from me. Alright, so that was fun. Let's go with Jonathan Morris from Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. Allegedly. I haven't played that one either. See, the funny thing about this game is that it's a crossover of a bunch of Castlevania games, but at least before DLC, they are all Castlevania games I have not played. So, while I've played a bunch of this series, I have not played a bunch of any of what is in this game, pretty much. It's a bit kind of funny how that works. So you think I know a lot more than I do, but I don't. Oh, what was I gonna say? Something about Jonathan Morris. He exists. So I guess I'm gonna go to the shop and buy some high potions, because I use some. Not that I really need them. Oh, don't look at that. You're not allowed to see that yet. So Jonathan... He's pretty cool. It's your editor. I just got called a rando. Yeah, you did. Sorry. Alright, so Jonathan... I mean, I'll just show this stuff in the chapter. I almost just went to chapter 2. It's very easy to do that. Let's go to chapter 3. The end of chaos. That's right. We're going to kill chaos. Chaos. Alright, so this map is very strange. So we'll take it one step at a time. So I am Jonathan Morris. I go pew and pew and pew and pew. He has the whip, you know, the one. He also cannot equip any other weapons, but he doesn't need any because he has the whip, and the whip is really good. Soma wishes he had it. It's very strong. Whoa, this guy dropped an axe. That's awesome. I don't know what that is. So Jonathan is pretty cool. Like I said, he's very strong. He can angle his whip down, but only diagonally down, because he's weird. What am I doing? Where am I going? So Jonathan's gimmick is that he has martial arts that he can perform. Well, I don't know why I'm showing this off first, but I'm talking about it, so here I go. So his first one, he can block. That's right, do your worst. So he doesn't take knockback, and he takes, like, half damage? Half damage. Kinda cool. I never really find any uses for it, but it's neat that it exists, I guess. As for his other martial arts, so he starts with this one. He can go Shoryuken! It's very strong, but the range on it is awful. I'm surprised I even hit that guy, so... not great. That costs magic to use. I'll hit this guy with it. Well, wrong guy, but it worked. That just might be the slowest whip ever. Yeah, it is, but it's because it stays out like this, it's very good at hitting enemies. And he can even hit it, like, before he even swings it forward fully. Hey, it's another John. It's another John, according to your name. How awesome. Perfect timing. We're playing as Mr. Jonathan Morris right now. So, get rid of these guys. Where am I even going? These weird, like, these things, you can break these. Oh yeah, so this is, Jonathan Morris here is kind of your Belmont of the game. I know this sounds insane, but of the 5 playable characters before DLC, none of them are named Belmont. Which is, that feels like one of those hate crimes that guy was talking about. I feel like that should not ever happen in a Castlevania crossover, but there was no playable Belmont when this game came out, so this guy is your substitute. He is really good though, so it's not too upsetting. Yeah, let's just keep going up. There's a lot to explore. So being the Belmont equivalent, he does have sub-weapons. You know, the classic sub-weapons that every Castlevania fan would know, like the boomerang. Yeah, I love the boomerang. It comes right back at you, like that one guy that I really like. You probably wouldn't know, he's kind of obscure. I'm gonna ignore the fact the boomerang just missed that guy like 3 times, because I want to talk about how awesome it is and not how outclassed it is by other stuff. A faith crime. No, you don't have to worry about getting distracted again. You came at for the perfect character, apparently. Boomerang. Yeah. So the way Jonathan works, kind of similar to Shinoa, you get sub-weapons, like we got an axe before, whatever that is, I've never heard of that. And you use the sub-weapons, and the more you use the sub-weapons, the stronger they and your whip attack gets. And Jonathan's really good. I think of the main 5 characters, he's probably the best of them, because again, I can't do anything about it, we're a bit over-leveled, but he's really strong just naturally. I don't know why I'm refusing to show off everything else. Let's see another iconic sub-weapon, like the paper airplane! Yeah! Paper airplane. It does so much damage. I think we need another demonstration of it. Boom! That's right. Get paper airplanes. That guy probably regrets crossing paths with us now. He also has yet another iconic sub-weapon, the shuriken. The way these work is interesting. He throws them downwards. So you want to be above enemies, but they kind of like stick to them like that. It looks weird, but it honestly feels pretty good to get right. Like, boom. Oh, well, boom. Nope. Boom. Boom? I'm out of magic. Okay, well that was a bit of an awkward angle, but trust me, it works. I was showing it a bit before, but you can also, like, do this with your whip. If you've played Smash Bros, you'd probably go, hey, I recognize that, that's useless, and yeah, a little. It's more useful in this, at least, because you can, like... Oh, well, it is not that useful, I guess. This very suspicious lever is something that we're gonna circle back to another time. We're gonna ignore it for now. Right back at you, it's maximum pink. In his spare time, yeah, but when he's on monster killing duty, he wears red, I'm sorry. Hey, I recognize that. That's useless, you know it. Alright, so now we're gonna go this way. Useless fish button. Yep, the prophecy that came true. Alright, now for our last iconic sub-weapon that we have equipped, and I'm sure all of you know this one. This is the Wrecking Ball! The Wrecking Ball! He turns into Joker when he uses it. The Persona one, he goes, Showtime! It's very strong, but you can't, like, angle it any differently. It's stuck at this weird, awkward angle. So there are times it's really useful. Like, it would probably shred through the Puppet Master if you, like, were next to him. But, yeah, it's very awkward. Alright, so... we're also going to ignore this suspicious thing for now. These guys infinitely spawn, which is a rarity in this game, and it's obnoxious, and I wish instead of a rarity it was a never. But, you know, we can't all have what we want. The camera upsets me. Yeah, sorry, we were talking about it before. The camera is disgusting. It's sickening. It's like, wow. Sorry, I'm trying to make you throw up on purpose. That's kind of rude. It's kind of disgusting and I hate it, but you know what? It could be worse. We could play it the Konami intended way and play the whole game like this. I blend in with the background. It's disgusting. That's it. This guy is on my last nerve. He's getting paper airplanes. Ooh, we just saw the paper airplane upgrade in real time. See, it suddenly started doing more damage, I think. So there's a pretty funny prank somewhere around here. Is this it? Well, this is kind of it. There's a guy stuck in this thing. You can kind of just kill him. But that's not the funny prank that I'm looking for. Ah, here it is. Look at these funny guys. Kill them now. Don't let them live for later, because they're gonna be relevant later if you let them live. I'll let one live to maybe show it off if we see it. Just get out of here. Maybe I'll let this guy live too if he doesn't want to bother me. You really don't want to? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not looking for trouble. Yeah, I had to confirm it was actually Xander Elvis or not, but found something even funnier. Jonathan Morris is voiced by Liam O'Brien. What? Wait, really? That's the guy who voices Infinite and probably other people that everyone else would know better. That's awesome. I had no idea. Well, now I like it even more. Alright, so I know I've been joking. I've been using very strange sub-weapons, so let's use some stuff that people are, whoops, wrong thing. Let's use some stuff that people are probably a little more familiar with, like the Bible. What else? The grenade. The ricochet rock. And I think that's good. We'll keep the paper airplane. This game is not officially recognized by behind the voice actor, because it's fake. That's so funny, because there's so many obscure games I look for on behind the voice actors, and then I'm surprised that they have them. I'm like, oh wow, I'm surprised they included this. So the fact that this game doesn't get that treatment's really funny to me. Here's the Bible. I've been joking about it. Genuinely, this is probably the most iconic thing we've used so far, because it's at least a thing in some games that people will maybe potentially recognize. We've also got the ricochet rock. I used a soul that Soma had that was very similar to this. It's kind of cool. You can't like angle it differently, but you can like bounce it off of walls. Too bad there's no walls for the next 20 years. Now let's try the grenade. Whoa. I've not used the grenade much, so it's not doing very much damage because I've not upgraded it, but it's pretty good. Maybe. Oh, no, look at that. Hit him multiple times. That guy dies so dramatically. Like, dude, it was just a grenade. It only did 22 damage. What the heck is that up there? Let's pretend we don't see it. Agreed? Okay, cool. This is a vampire survives attack. I think most things will be. Because I've recently discovered that Vampire Survivors has... Well, I knew that they crossed over with Castlevania, but I've recently discovered it's actually, like, the most insane crossover I've ever seen, I think. Like, I can hardly name a character that's not in it, so I'm honestly pretty impressed by it. I want my boomerang back, to be honest with you. I miss it. I don't need... I also don't really want the ricochet rock. Let's just go back to how it was, more or less. Paper airplane. I like the wrecking ball. I find it funny. If there are other things in this menu that you want to see and you're sad that you're not seeing them, all I can say is maybe tune into the next stream and your wish will be fulfilled, potentially. Oh yeah, I haven't shown off his other martial arts. I totally forgot. So, I guess I'll do that against this guy and hopefully not get poisoned and hate everything. Actually, since we're right next to a grimoire, this might be a perfect time to show off poison. So let's see if it's still that bad when we're over-leveled. Go ahead, poison me. Ooh. Alright, so it drains your HP, as poison does. Pretty slowly, so it's not that bad, is what I would say, but it lasts. It lingers. Like, our HP is quite high for, what it should be while we're actually here. And it's gonna go down. I'm just gonna let it run its course. We've got time. What are you all saying? I'm more of a hollow cure kind of guy. Oh, with vampire spires, with cute girls. I did play that. I mean, you had me play that. Anyway, yeah, that might not have seemed like a lot, but trust me, in situations where it matters, it can be a lot. And like, again, when you don't have a billion HP like we do right now, it will drain like all of it. It's really bad. Again, you could equip items that would heal poison, but then you can't have actual healing items, so it's a little ridiculous. Alright, so we also have the danger knee. Well, I can't show it off if you're over here, though. Danger knee! That's the danger knee. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you had me play one run of it, and you fell asleep while I was playing it, because it was really late. We also have the, how do I do it? The forward roll. The forward roll. Just let me come up here, I want to demonstrate. Forward roll. It costs magic, and you can't just use it. You have to do a Street Fighter input to use it. It's a forward, back, down, forward, and attack. No? Is that not it? No, sorry, it's forward, down, back, forward, attack. And by the time you are able to input that, the enemy's just gonna hit you. So you just get out of the way. Don't use the forward roll. I forgot to say, this is down, up B. The danger knee is, no, what's the danger knee? Okay, the danger knee is just back, down, forward. You have to unlock all these, by the way. You start with the uppercut. Sorry, I'm bad at doing the uppercut. You start with the uppercut, but the rest of them you have to unlock by getting treasure chests, and sometimes they'll rarely happen. You also have this. Oh, well, that didn't work super well on this enemy in particular. Let me get a better enemy. He's a Dark Soul character. Yeah, but, you know, their rolls are actually really good. Jonathan's are not good. He might just be Ken. I don't know why you have to do Street Fighter inputs. I kind of love it. I just wish they were better. Like, I think the only good one is this one, the knee, because it's, like, fast and you bounce off of enemies when you use it. So it's also fairly, it's a little silly. But I want to show off the other one. I need, like, an enemy on the ground. I don't even remember what it's called. It's like Sonic Surge or something. Oh, hold on, the stream guy. To do. Everything's running fun. What's the no? We might be back, hopefully. Hold on. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I see that. It definitely is. Why is this happening? Can we be back now, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I really don't. It's like it's a bitrate issue, but I don't really know how to fix that on the fly. Dang, I don't want to have to look it up in the middle of the stream. I guess, well, let's see if it stays stable for a minute. That was annoying. I was gonna write a fake creepypasta where I got YouTube character limited. That's awesome. Alright. I mean, the annoying thing is that since this is an online multiplayer game, you can pause, but it won't stop anything, and the timer will keep going on its merry way. So, I'm gonna time out because the stream doesn't want to work. Weird. Alright, well, hopefully it doesn't happen again. We will see. I don't know what I was talking about before that happened, but who knows or cares? Something about something. Brought a cursed mirror, Kirby plushie, called me names and put me in the oven. I think that's how my dog feels. Yeah, I don't know. My internet isn't the greatest in the world, so who knows. Alright, I'm gonna try this martial art again. Ready? Boom! He guarded it. Boom! It looks so cool, but it's just not good. It's up, back, down, forward attack. It's not good, but it looks so cool, so I want it to be good. You know, so he has all these martial arts. I don't think there's really a reason to use them aside from, like... I don't think there's a reason to use them, because they cost MP, but your sub-weapons also cost MP, and your sub-weapons are generally just better. Perhaps I'm wrong, but yeah, it's, I don't know, there are times where, like, the uppercut can be good in, like, certain cases, because if you are in a situation you can use it, the damage is really good and can be worth it. But generally, generally, even if you hit, like, a boss with the uppercut or something, you'll then also take damage, because then you touch the boss. So, yeah, not great. Anyway, I hope we don't, like, run out of time now. You know, I've been taking it pretty slow. It should be fun, but we'll see. We're almost to the boss. Once again, like every other chapter, we could have been in the boss 7 years ago, but we are going to go there right now. So let's start dropping down. I'm gonna zoom out for a minute just to get my bearings. I don't know if you can see it very well. There's 2 chests down there that look like they're Shinoa exclusive. They're not. There is a way to get them. They're just a lot easier to get if you are Shinoa. This stage is wild, though. Oh, are we alright? Are we crazy again? Okay, good. I guess not. But yeah, the stage is wild. I forgot to mention it, but it is based on something from Dawn of Sorrow. But apparently I looked it up, and, like, a lot of the assets are also from Shinoa's game, Order of Ecclesia. So it's, like, kinda sort of a mix of both. But I think it's mostly Dawn of Sorrow. Alright, so let's break our way into this little weird prison area. Alright. What's this thing? Eh. Hello there. So this is Menace. If you don't know Castlevania, you might go, oh wow, this looks kind of weird and creepy. If you do know Castlevania, you might be going, what the heck? Why are we fighting this on stage 3? Because this is something that's so threatening. Like, this thing is arguably a bigger deal than Dracula himself ever was. I know that sounds like a big claim, but trust me. So, yeah, but no, he's just here. So he breaks through a ton of the stage. Sorry, I'm not doing a great job with the camera to show it. And any of those flea men that you left alive will then drop down to annoy you. This is the one time where zooming out the camera a ton is actually pretty good. So you can attack him, but you only do 1 damage for attacking him. So you just kind of want to wait for a minute. He's gonna, like, destroy all these blocks. And then he likes to summon minions at you. So what you want to do, you want to get under him, be very careful, and you can attack these, and these sore spots do a lot of damage to him. So you can kind of, like, fiddle around here, trying to dodge him stepping on you and attack the face on his leg. I know, very weird. But there are better and smarter ways to go about this, so The first of which is gonna take me a few years because I have to walk all the way around this way. So we're gonna speed it up by doing this, because yes, this is faster. I think this is the fastest way to travel. Yeah, okay, I'm glad it's not just me that knows that this guy is kind of a big deal. Also, technically, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm saying technically, there are still some enemies up there I left alive, and those enemies and this guy should not exist at the same time. Not gonna say any more than that, just saying technically the lore accuracy has been broken. So he kind of sits around in this middle here, but he kind of like will wander towards you. You want him to come over here. Hopefully he'll like jump backwards. Alright, cool. So if he breaks all these blocks, now those chests that were Shinoa exclusive, you can actually get to them if you're smart about it and careful. From what I know, this guy is really annoying in this actual game. He's kind of cool here, because once again, they kind of sort of make the entire arena, I mean, the entire stage the boss arena. So yeah, yeah, he just can't turn around. He didn't get a right-facing sprite. He's like that one boss in I mean, a couple bosses in Shovel Knight, I guess. Can you beat the Belmont without pressing right? What is that supposed to mean? These enemies can be nice if you don't just like jump off of them at the very least. So we're gonna go all the way around again. I hope we don't run out of time doing this. If we do, then oops. If we do, then I'll speedrun this stage and we'll beat it in 5 minutes, so don't worry too much, but I do want to show all this stuff off, but, you know, it's requiring me, because the way I have things set up, it's requiring me to walk around the entire barren stage, so that's pretty cool. I hope let's see how he's doing. Ooh, he's having fun. Good for him. I'm glad. I'll leave it, for the first time, I'll leave it like this for a while so we can appreciate him and how awesome and cool and awesome he is. Alright, so remember this suspicious lever? You hit it and you go, kaboom! That did 540 damage to him, and now he's also sitting there stunned. So you can jump down and start, like, attacking him. Normally I would, but, if I do that right now, it's going to require us to walk around this entire thing again, so I'm just going to let him be and let him wake up. Problem with this fight is that it's too intense. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's kind of like a puzzle trying to figure out how to beat him the first time, because I didn't show it off, but if you attack the leg thing enough times, it eventually, if you do enough damage to it, eventually it goes away, and you have to start aiming for one of the other targets. You can see there's 3, if I can actually get the camera to cooperate. There's one in his leg, one in his chest, and one in his, like, mouth thing. So you can destroy the leg one by staying down there, but then you can't reach any of the other ones. So what you actually want to do is go all the way over here and fight him from here. This is the optimal place to fight him from. Well, if he doesn't walk into you, he's supposed to not do that when you're standing here, but he wanted to, break, I guess. I've never actually seen him walk that far. Usually he stays at this distance. I think I just got really unlucky. I know. Well, that's the reason you have to walk around the whole map is because I'm not playing multiplayer. If I was, then someone could have been waiting up there for me to wake him up and then they'd hit him with it, with the hammer thing. Isn't that, I mean, that would be pretty awesome. So yeah, from here you have a much better vantage point to actually hit him. There we go, one part of him's destroyed. You don't need to destroy all 3 parts, you just need to destroy 2 of them. This is very risky, but here I go. But because we hit him with the hammer, I think we should have to do even less than that. I guess I'm just gonna attack him from here. I wish I had like a sub-weapon that went directly upwards or something. That would be really convenient, but you know, unfortunately they never invented something like that, so I can't do that. You would have died like 7 times if this was the game he was from. I believe you. This is a bit awkward. I am not fighting this guy the best way you're supposed to. There are much easier ways to do this. Yeah, boomerang! But because he took 1 billion damage from the hammer, he should be pretty close to dead by now. Well, just, alright dude, I'm trying to sing your praises and you're not making it look good for yourself right now. I am surprised he's still alive. Here I go, jumping off his foot where I can't see where his hitbox is. You know what? Maybe you're alright. Maybe this boss is awful. I might have changed my mind. You're supposed to like stay on that platform and then he'll like give you a way to hit his other weak spot. But I kind of just like didn't. I didn't really mean not to. There we go. We should be dead now, right? Boom. Incredible. Well, there is something else I wanted to show off, but we actually don't have time for it because it requires me to go back up there. So, if you'll direct your attention, you see that little wheel thing up there? It's like, if you see where the book is, it's a little down to the right of that. So if you attack that enough, it will reset the giant hammer. You have to attack it a lot, but you can like reset the giant hammer back into position and then hit the lever to hit him again. Again, I think what they want you to do is like have one person down here distracting him while other people are like up there playing with the hammer, trying to get it to work. It's strange. There's a lot of different ways you can fight him. I just chose the least efficient method, clearly. I think it can be cool, but that definitely did not show off why I think that. Yeah, pogoing off him and the enemies say his weak points is kind of cool. It's just awkward. It's kind of hard to do. If only I had like a giant hand or something. Yeah. He does that, he just doesn't let you play the game. You know, if the stream didn't freeze before and I had a bit of extra time, I would have went up there to, show it off, but whatever. Alright, well that was chapter 4. Chapter 3. Could've went better, could've went worse. Alright, it's finally time. We're now going to play as Book Lady. Librarian Lady. Charlotte Allen, she's pretty cool. Used up a good amount of high potions. I think we can just go. I don't think I need to fiddle with anything else in here. Let me just take a quick peek. No, we're good. Alright, so now I thought you were gonna run out of time while explaining that. Yeah, don't worry, I was keeping an eye on it. That's probably like, I think in all my time playing this game, I've only timed out once. And it was on like the longest stage, which we'll see next stream. I think that's the closest I've ever been to timing out, aside from the one time where I actually did, come to think of it. And it's because 1, I went slow, and 2, we stood still for a good like 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, here we go. Chapter 4, Esquisse of Violence. You know, the classic word that I definitely know. Alright, here we are. So allegedly this stage is from Portrait of Ruin, as is the boss that we're going to be fighting. So here's Charlotte. She's pretty cool. She's got a book that turns into a sword and axes. And she goes bam bam. When you first have her, only that sword is part of the attack. You have to upgrade it to get the axes. How do you do that? We will see shortly. So Charlotte's pretty cool. She's obviously very happy to be here. Oh, sorry, I actually just remembered. The music in this stage is the loudest thing in history. So it's like turning on a Toho game or something. So if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna like, that's probably good, right? And I can't hear it, but I think that's usually what I send it to. I don't know why it's the loudest thing in history, so maybe if I forget, someone remind me to turn the music back up after the stage is over. I really don't know why why it's like that. It's a good song, but Charlotte's cool, so when she double jumps, she takes out a witch's broom for some reason. And her backstep is honestly my favorite. She just looks like she's having a great time. Woo! I think you mean it's the most optimal way to use a book you've ever seen. Alright, so Charlotte's gimmick is not a book. It's the fact that she uses the book to cast spells like Fireball! Fireball's cool, because the damage isn't like great, but it's very cheap, so you can use it a lot. I'm pretty sure there's nothing of value this way. I think it's just another book, but I'm invested now. You have other spells, like Big Fireball. Yeah, okay, that's all that's over here, so. So the really weird thing about Charlotte, so you know all those, like, universal mechanics, like backstep, and slide, and dive kick, huh? Yeah, for no reason, Charlotte's the only character in this whole game that can't do the dive kick, which means there's some things she's just, like, locked out of doing. Like, you know, that strategy I was using for that boss I was just fighting, can't do any of that. It's really awkward, and I don't know why. That was rude. I don't appreciate that, Mr. Guy. This guy might as well be like a mini-boss with how much health he has sometimes. So I will explain how you get spells with Charlotte later, but that's her main thing, is using spells. Just like Shanoa, you get spells and you use them. Well, I think for her, the more it's not about using the spell to upgrade it, it's about getting more copies of the same spell to upgrade it, and then your attacks become stronger. Oh, this is a dull hand. It's like potentially the most annoying enemy in the game, because you can only hit his head, but his head likes to go behind his invincible body, and he makes it hard to hit him sometimes. Not that time. That time he just gave it to me, but sometimes it takes forever. Mages can't kick, apparently. I guess not. Get out of here. Oh. This person gives Shanoa lightning. Crazy. What else do I have equipped? I have, that's pretty cool. I think we saw Soma had a soul that had that. If someone has an ability, just assume Soma can also get it as a soul. Here's a witch. They're pretty cool. Oh, actually, I wanted to show something off with the witch, but whatever, we'll see more. Here's another, maid person. No. Just stop. Stop being angry. I like these people. They're pretty cool. I like how they telegraph exactly where they're gonna shoot for you. You know, I think that should happen in real life too. So the thing about Charlotte, I haven't really talked about yet, is that she isn't great. Out of the 5 main characters, she is very most certainly the worst one. Because if you want to play a magic-focused character, you should just play Shanoa. I mean, Charlotte does have more options. Next time we see a Grimoire, I'll trade out for some other magic, but still, she's not the best. Ignore this. We're gonna come back to it in a second. I guess I'll show how you actually get magic now. So, with specific enemies who shoot projectiles, you can do this. You can use your Book of Binding, and if you're gonna shoot a projectile at me, potentially. Please, one of you. I know you can. I'm very well aware that you can. Alright, here's one. So you use your Book of Binding to catch it. And then, boom, you absorb it. Now, did we actually get the spell? No. Like Shanoa, it's a chance, and it's not like a common chance. So the way you grind with Charlotte is that you find an enemy of an attack you want, and you just do this until you eventually get it. And it can sometimes take a while. I'm not gonna keep doing it. I already have these people maxed out for reasons I'll probably go into at some point. It's because theirs is really good. But yeah, so that's how you get spells. It's not a very fun process. You find someone who can shoot stuff that you can absorb, and you just kind of sit there and wait until you get it. It's pretty cool. So this is the Portrait of Ruin. We found it. So this stage is like a teleport maze. That's right, it's a teleport maze. I genuinely can't tell you where everything goes, because I've played this stage so much, I just have my usual route mapped out. But if you pointed me to any portrait and asked, hey, where does this one go? I'd be like, I don't know. I think I used that one at some point. So I kind of just autopilot through this stage, because I have played it enough times to be able to. Whee! So yeah, so Charlotte's not the best, because her damage output just isn't great. She's the one character that I genuinely think on some stages you could time out on, just because, like, sometimes you can't do enough damage to bosses, and it's not great. She is fun. And, you know, if you grind enough with her, she can be really good in some instances, but yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't show off that one because it's like max level. I'll show off what I got from the witch. Energy flow. I don't have a ton of spells. I don't know if you can get a lot more, to be honest, but this is what I have. Sure, whatever. I'll just show off all of them. We got Thunderbolt. Ooh, that one's pretty good. See, the ones that I've grinded up a bunch are the good ones, which should just make sense. That's Nightmare. That one's pretty funny because some boss in the series uses it, and if you get hit by it, like instant super duper kills you. It's not nearly as strong here. I think. Oh, here's the one the witch gives you. It's pretty good. It homes in on enemies, and it is light element. It's kind of like the only light element thing you can get on Charlotte, as far as I'm aware. So for some bosses, it's kind of a necessity. If you like, you want to kind of just spam that at them. But yeah, there's another Dullahan person. Whoa, don't be rude. I think besides this, the energy flow, I think her best move is this, acidic bubbles, because it does that. Now granted, mine's upgraded to the maximum level, but even if it's only doing like 2 damage, that's a lot of bubbles. If it's only doing like 2 damage, you could do like 25 something damage with it. And the MP cost for it's pretty good. So, I know that part. Yeah, that part's pretty funny. This is the guy that you get it from. Here, I'm gonna try to get it from him, even though it's already maxed out. Let's see if he'll give it to me. Boom, 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 boom. It's a lot easier to get it from him, because I think all of these bubbles are an individual chance of getting it. I sure haven't gotten it. I'll give it one more try. There we go, acidic bubbles. Once you get something from a specific enemy, you can't get it from that specific enemy again, so, you know, you just kind of want to kill this one. But yeah, no, acidic bubbles is crazy. Eventually, once you get to the point where it's only doing 1 damage to things, then it's not really worth using anymore. But until then, it's definitely her best spell, and so I'm gonna kind of not use it. But yeah, it's kind of insane. So I haven't played Portrait of Ruin, so how accurate is this stage so far? I'm just curious. I don't know, I just like Charlotte. She seems cute. She seems funny. I know she's from Portrait of Ruin. I don't know how important she is. Like, I have to assume you play as her since you play as her in this game, but I don't actually know. I'm gonna say goodbye. Alright, here's the one regret I have with picking Charlotte for this specific stage. Well, hold on, I gotta beat this guy first. You can poison enemies. It's not good on enemies compared to how good it is on you, but you can do it. Oh, right, that guy's immune to lightning because, you know, Frankenstein. Alright, so this up here, you can only get up here with Shanoa, but if you are clever, you can lure this guy over here and then jump kick on his head to get up there and then get the rewards up there. But we can't jump kick because we're Charlotte. Once again, I don't know why Charlotte can't jump kick. She just kind of can't. But yeah. Oh, it's not very accurate? That's weird. I'm kind of surprised. Well, maybe the other portraits will take us to other places. We haven't seen very many of them yet. There aren't like a ton of them, but we'll see more in a bit. Right now, it's a bit of a linear track. You know, my favorite. But yeah, I mean, again, she's not bad. I think she's cool. It's just she could be better. This lever will move this, so it'll take you somewhere else. Where will it take you? We won't find out, because I don't really care. It's just gonna take us somewhere we've been. It's Frank. Hey, I didn't say that was... No, I didn't say that wasn't Frankenstein's monster. I said, you know, it's like Frankenstein, like the book Frankenstein, because they use lightning in that to revive him. So, you're trying to correct me on something that you're wrong about. Take that. I want you to know I already had this whole conversation in my head with you when I said Frankenstein earlier. So I was already ready for you to say it. Why is my computer trying to give me NVIDIA updates? Please stop. I don't want to install a driver. I don't even know what that means. Alright, so the way we want to go is up here, but mysteriously, we can't. So we'll have to find some other way. You're on thin ice, pal. That's fair. Hey, look, the flippy platform's my favorite. Now we'll probably never see them again. Alright, let's see what's in here. Such fun. I almost spawned on that guy. Oh, okay, me getting hit was my fault, but it almost wasn't my fault.
I see you.
Energy flow. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but I swear this really is, like, surprisingly good, at least compared to all the other options that she gets. It can be quite strong. I'm glad you just mentally prepare yourself for these situations. The herb actually kinds of people, I kinda can't stand them. The only internet arguments I'll ever get into is because of that, and then I'll be like, why am I wasting my time? Because I don't even tend to get into arguments that much, but sometimes it's too much for me. Like the anyone who tries to argue that any arena in Kirby is canon. Like, oh, when Kirby fought Star Dream Soul OS. Like, no, I could rant forever, but that definitely didn't happen. With the exception of Kirby in the Land, that one might be canon. I'll concede to that one, but all the other games, no. Definitely not. Why am I on this topic? I'm always on this topic. I'm never not on this topic. I need to stop. It always loops back to Star Dream for me. Anyway, so this lever is special because it makes this platform move. So now we can go back up to where we need to go. Woohoo. This is a very easily missable chest. You know, this one right here. You see it, right? There have been many times I just jump in this portrait and totally forget it's even here. Herb, actually, Kirby's an all-powerful being who kills gods over Dark Nebula wishes people called him a god. I think that's just a title he gives himself. I love that guy. I can say this because I love that guy. Kirby when he needs help from 3 people in a supercar to fight a boss. I'm so glad my anti-Kirby propaganda has worked on everyone. Is it propaganda if it's true though? Like factually true? I don't think so. I wouldn't spread lies, I just spread correct information. I should probably get off this topic before I talk about it for the entire rest of the stream. Because I could, don't worry, you all know I could. I hate fighting these guys. Honestly, we do so much damage and they're really not that bad, but when you don't do that much damage, these guys are obnoxious. Especially when I can't dive kick, so I can't try to like jump over him. Alright, thank you. You want him to use that attack where he jumps over you. These are the guys that Curse use. Excuse me, if you're playing as Charlotte, don't get hit. Like this. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit me. Like this. Ouchie, I'm cursed and now I can't use my magic. I think it is, yeah, but that just means it's good propaganda. I mean, what's true to one person is false to another person, right? Truth isn't real. Please make the entire rest of the stream a Kirby power scaling debate. Out of all the main series Kirby games, there are maybe 2 that Kirby was able to beat on his own, being Kirby's Dream Land, where he fought King Dedede on his own, and arguably Kirby Superstar, where he beat Nova and Marx on his own. You could argue he had a helper, but I'll argue he was out by himself, that's fine. Every other game, he either has help from friends and or some mystical artifact, like the Triple Star Rod, or the Normal Star Rod, or in Star Allies, where he has 7 billion people helping him at once. And there you go, that's the power scaling debate. No more. Now I'm done officially. I only said it because someone asked me. Kirby can beat Franklin Richards. He wishes. Alright, so with this portrait, it's gonna take us all the way back here. This is where we had to go on the long detour to activate this, this moving platform. There's a very good chance you hit that switch and you don't even realize what it's for. I definitely didn't the first couple times I played this. I was just like, oh, this platform's moving now. The boss is in the next room. This painting's awesome because it takes you all the way to the bottom left, all the way back to the beginning of the stage. It's like, I wish I could point it out, but it's the very bottom, like, middle of the stage. So don't take this one unless you really want to end the stage. I mean, start the stage over. If you go in here, you start the boss, so we're not quite ready for that yet. We almost are, but not quite yet. Friendship is magic. It's true. Friendship's a kind of magic. It's just not a magic that you can do by yourself by definition. unless it is. I mean, some people are just powered by having friends. Like if your name is like Sora. Does Sora not have a last name? I'm thinking about it. I don't think he does. I guess Kingdom Hearts is not a last name kind of. Whatever. If your name's Sora, just the idea of having friends makes you 20 times more powerful. You don't actually need the friends in question. So here's the multiplayer exclusive thing of this stage. So if you press this, it moves these two portraits. And basically, I don't exactly know where you go, but there's like some alignment of things you have to do where you absolutely need someone here to like move this for you while you go around like the maze. And I will show you, if you do it correctly with a second person, where it'll bring you. I believe it brings you up there where that skeleton guy is. Yeah, it brings you up there, and then you can fight the enemies and get the like chest or two that's up there. Sora. No, he's not cool enough to have a first and last name be the same name. He's not Mario. I'm acidic bubbling you. That's right. I'm surprised he's still alive, but like I said, these guys have a lot of health. They're very funny because they have a very rare chance of dropping a rusty food tin. And if you eat that, it poisons you. So if they drop it, just don't touch it. Here's a very long hallway. Whoa, what's that? You guys see that? Whoa. Is that Goemon from the Mystical Ninja Goemon series? Alternatively from Super Bomberman R, if you're like me and mostly known for that. Or alternatively from Nothing, if you have no idea who that is. He's pretty awesome, I promise, but I don't think most people will recognize him, unfortunately. Sora Mario. Mushroom Kingdom Hearts. That'd be pretty awesome. Alright, and with that, that should be everything that we can do. Again, can't go up there, because we need multiplayer for that chest. I'm pretty sure the multiplayer exclusive chests usually have good stuff in them, because the one time I played this game multiplayer with a certain someone who's watching right now, we played the first 2 stages, and I got a really good piece of equipment from it, and in all my time playing, I've never just, like, gotten that piece of equipment again. I had to buy it. And it was like better than basically anything else I ever found. So yeah, I think they really want you to play multiplayer. Alright, are we ready for this? Once you enter, you can't come back out. So here we go. Alright, this is Bronner. Who is Bronner? I don't know. Don't ask me. I haven't played Portrait of Ruin. He's a crazy artist guy because, you know, obviously we can't have a normal artist person. Every artist character has to be the most insane person you've ever met. He's pretty tough if you don't know how he works. So first he uses his blood art technique to, like, draw blood lines. Hey, that's a Castlevania game. And you have to, like, attack them to get rid of them because if you touch them, it will hurt you. And then he also has attacks like that. I think those guys curse you if they actually hit you. Charlotte is not exactly the best character for this. I wish I kept Fireball, because that's a really cheap way to get rid of the blood. But I didn't think about that until now, so oops. Whatever, I can just acidic bubble him and like kill him in 5 seconds whenever I feel like it, probably, so... preferably I'll do that before I die. He has another thing he really likes to do, and I'm shocked he hasn't done it yet, because I've never seen him... Oh, here we go. He goes into his Portrait of Ruin, presumably. Again, I haven't played the game. And he does this, and he does aim for you. Don't think he's not trying to hit you, so you have to, like, be careful. But you can hit him while he's in that form, at least. I'm gonna energy flow you to death. Ooh, my nightmare. Alina Gray moment. I like how we went from Adeline into Alina Gray. But yeah, Alina Gray was what I was thinking of. You know, you can't just have a normal artist. They have to be the most insane person you've ever met. So yeah, he has 3 main attacks. We've seen them all already. This one's not so bad. But the other ones, there's the one that can curse you, which is kind of annoying. You actually don't want to stand behind him because he spawns enemies back there. This is the bad one, because these guys can poison you. And you really do not want that, especially since you can't leave to, like, go get items. Whoops. This is obnoxious. I'm gonna actually use some high potions. You can only hold up to 3. You can have up to 9 stored in the Grim one, but you can only hold up to 3. So... yeah, so don't get poisoned. It's really, really bad here. Because you can't really do too much about it. And, of course, that's, like, the most awkward attack is the dodge. Blood art technique. This guy's such a loser. I haven't played this game, but that's the impression I get. Is that he's the, he's like the lame guy who thinks he's the villain all game, only for him to revive Dracula, and then Dracula kills him immediately. Is what I assume probably happens, just based on what I'm seeing. I have no evidence to back that up, because I literally don't know this guy from anything. Before the stream, I looked him up just to confirm he was from Portrait of Ruin, because I didn't know that for sure. So that's the only thing I know about him. Inside of you are 2 artists, Adeline and Alina Gray. Which one will you be today? Goodbye. Boop ba doop boo. Look, Charlotte's just having a good time watching this guy die.
You like that? Not
good work.
Too shabby.
Goodbye. Probably spot on. Right? That's just what it seems like. He seems like that run guy who summons the ancient evil guy, and an ancient evil guy kills him, and then you totally forget he exists. Face it, Charlotte. Once I'm in my Portrait of Ruin, you cannot escape my canvas curse. I love it. I love it. Why is he the chapter 4 boss? Yeah, why is he after Menace? The real reason's probably just they wanted all the Dawn of Sorrow chapters to be next to each other. But it is a little silly. I feel like I'm more scared of Gurgoth and Puppet Master than that guy, but who knows. I know, yeah, don't actually tell me. I appreciate you not actually saying it. But just for the record, that is my guess. Alright, we're getting close to the end now. We have 2 chapters remain, 2 non-DLC chapters, and only 1 character. Interesting. So, our final character of the day will be, you know him, you love him, you probably like him more than the rest of the Castlevania characters. It's Alucard. Sorry, I need a drink of water. Oh man, I haven't streamed in so long. I am not used to like talking for this long. I mean, I talk with friends, but you know, I am not like as performative, I guess is the word. I feel like that implies I'm like putting on a performance, but I mean, I guess I am being extra dramatic for fun, so I guess that counts. Alright, so Alucard is the only character besides Soma who can indeed use weapons. So he's gonna be doing that. And yeah, let's just get into it. Chapter 5, Song of the Unslakable Blade. How edgy. Now you know how it feels to be a showman. I've always known, kinda. Whoa, who's that guy? Alright, here we are. So this is Alucard. He's pretty cool. So his special thing, one of his special things, he can equip shields, which Soma can't. What are shields good for? I mean, they're good for blocking projectiles, of course. Is it useful? Not really. Well, I do not have a very good weapon equipped, so this is pretty awesome. I should probably go back and put on a better weapon, because that guy should not still be alive. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. But we kind of want to hurry in this stage specifically, at least right now. But let me equip something real quick. I have the Alucard sword, which is not good. So let's put on not that. Anything? How about a cutlass? Is that any good? Yeah, that's probably better. For fun, shields. Yeah, the shields aren't great. They're an interesting idea. I've personally never found a good use for them normally, but passively they do give you more defense. Not this one, really. This one's one of the weakest ones, but most of them give you a good amount of defense passively, so you could use them for that at least. Whoa, what is that? Are we being attacked by the boss already? Hello. What's up? I can't... Okay. You seem like you're having a good time. I'll just ignore you. I hope he's having fun. We will switch weapons again, but so this mysterious statue, what is this? You can keep pressing this lever to make the light move. How peculiar. I wonder what that could mean. Well, the shield's pretty good for this, at least. This is probably, like, the best use that the game it has, honestly. Yeah, this guy's kind of rude. He is very impatient. Like, Gurgoth was impatient, but at least he was sitting in his room with his orbital satellite lasers. This guy is just like, alright, I'm ready to start the boss fight, so I'm here now. But we'll deal with him in a minute. So you can attack him. Boom. Even though he's invisible. He can't do touch damage to you in this form, so that's pretty nice. So he has about 500-ish HP, and once you deplete it, he'll stop bothering you. But until you do, he will keep bothering you. So you can just, you know, sit around and keep attacking him, but there is a funny secret way to do it. Minions! I don't know how you're supposed to know to do this, but I did figure it out. So if you have these beams of light intersect, you might see a special sparkle. Whoa, I think I can go on there. Yeah. Oh. A special sparkle is happening. I dipped the both out. I don't want to be stunned. You can jump on him. Well, you can't jump on him if you don't jump on him. But you can theoretically jump on him to make your life easier. So you could leave him alive to help you get to places easier if you really want to. But, whoa, what's the special sparkle? Did he touch it? I think he touched it. No. Hey, come check this out. Whoa, that just did 550 damage to you. And then he's like, whoops, I didn't like that. I'm leaving. And he goes back to his room. So you can just sit around and do damage to him, and it's really not that hard since, like, you can just kind of stand inside him and attack him. But if you do that, you can just instant beat him and he goes back to being patient. Deadly Tempest! Minions! He's awesome. So this stage, I looked it up just to see. Apparently, it's mostly based on Order of Ecclesia, but it's also mostly just like, you know, the classic clock tower kind of thing that every Castlevania game has to have. I think it's more supposed to be an original thing that's probably just using Order of Ecclesia elements. Oh yeah, Alucard, I forgot to like talk about it. You could do this. Whoa, you can go into mist form. Only for a second though. Instead of sliding, he turns into wolf form. It's just visual, it's still just a slide. You can't do much with it, but it's kind of cool. I took a lot of damage, so I'm gonna use all these potions. That's the guy that killed Luigi. Yeah, it is. Oh man, here I am. We're at the point where I need to start equipping stuff mid-stage. Oh wait, I need to change my weapons, because my weapons are bad. Alright, what do I want to put on? Let's see. So a funny thing about Alucard is that most of the things that Soma needs two hands for, like this Morning Star, for instance, Alucard just kind of does it without another hand. He's just that cool, I guess. Like, I could keep a different shield to, like, try to show it off, but I just don't really want to. I mean, whatever. I'll put on I don't care. I'll switch weapons to... There's something else I want to use to show it off, but I'll do that when we find a different book. A different grimoire. Ow. I don't think any of the shields are really that different Like, they passively give you more defense the better they are, but to, like, actively use them, I don't think they're any different. I don't know, I don't use shields because I don't think they're very good. Okay, what do you mean it's been 6 minutes already? I've done nothing. I gotta pick up the pace a little. I still haven't even explained everything Alucard has, but honestly, he's not very complicated. So he has some dark magic he can use, like Summon Spirit is the one he starts with. Wow! Thank you, Spirit. I started with you and you've, like, upgraded a lot, so I would expect a little more from you, but, you know, it's okay. We all have our off days. It's just your off day is all day, every day. The actually good one, you can do the Dracula attack. It's pretty good. It's not, like, amazing. So the way you get dark magic, aside from the one you start with, is that you have to find it in chests really rarely. I think there's only 4 of them in the game. If there are any more, I never found any. So, here's another multiplayer exclusive elevator. See, the door's closed, so you can't actually go in. It's pretty weird. Also, there's fire in the way, so you need someone to stand here to not get hit by the fire while you're in the elevator. All this cool multiplayer exclusive stuff that I can only imagine, but have never actually experienced. I think I still need a better weapon. So Alucard's, like, okay. In ways, he's kind of just worse Soma, but he's also just kind of better Soma, because, like, the weapons he has available are typically a little better, or at least he uses them better. Oh, that's a mimic, so now we can start seeing mimics. Some chests will not be real, and which chests are fake, it's random every time, so that's pretty awesome. He's a harpy. Goodbye. I have 2 other spells. I have to show them off. I don't know why I haven't yet, but whatever. Here's one, ready? It's called Dark Metamorphosis. Now, if I come into contact with blood, I will heal. For instance, my own blood. Boom. I didn't heal from that, so cool. That was a great showcase. I don't know what the point of this ability is. You'll, like, sometimes you'll take damage and you'll bleed. You'll, like, take 20 damage and bleed, and then you'll, like, heal 5 of it back or something because you touched your own blood. It's, really something. Let's see if it happens if I get it this way. No. I don't think so. How do you make it happen? Do you have to, like, get cut by something, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, this is Bonusville, so you don't actually need to go this way unless you're going for bonus. What's the secret of that mimic, though? What do you mean? What do you mean, what's the secret? There is no secret. He's just a rude guy. But yeah, this mist form is weird. I don't know how it actually works in Symphony of the Night. I assume it doesn't work exactly like this. Like, I would assume you could probably hold it, but it's more like a parry, I guess, but it's not a very great one. You can use it to extend your jumps. The game does recommend you do that, and it doesn't look like much, but it can help. Like, it can help in a pinch if you're about to, like, jump into something. Like this. Boom! I didn't need it, but, you know, it helped. Bonusville. Yeah, my favorite. I love Bonusville. Oh yeah, wait, there's one more spell. Are you ready? Here we go. This is the most expensive one. Tetra Spirit! Yeah! The damage isn't awful. The MP cost sure is. That's 30. So out of Alucard's 4 spells, we have 1 decent one and 3 basically useless ones. I wish dark magic was more of a part of him to distinguish him from Soma better, but it's just kind of bad. Yeah, it's a holding thing. I figured. I don't know why it can't be. Like, as long as it drains magic while you hold it, I don't know what the problem with that would be. It would make it more distinct. But yeah, again, even though Soma just seems like better, I do think generally Alucard's better. I mean, maybe I'm weird, but he just... I think he generally just uses weapons better. Like, again, this is a 2-handed weapon for Soma, so he will, like, swing it really slowly. But for Alucard, it's a 1-handed weapon, and it still does respectable damage for this point in the game. So, yeah. Here's a breakable wall. Oh, yeah. Extra MP I definitely needed. Ay, 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 ay. don't do that. It's kind of rude, I must say. But yeah, it's kind of cool. They have like a classic clock tower stage, you know, it's like retro. Well, it would be retro if it wasn't in every single Castlevania game. I'd be surprised if there's one that doesn't have it. Lament of Innocence does not have one, but that game also has a reason for not having it, so you can't really get mad at it for not having one. That one's an exception. So aside from that game, I don't know if there's a game that doesn't have one. I guess Castlevania 2, but again, that game doesn't take place in Dracula's castle, so I think that one's also justified. So retro. Oh, just wait till next stream if you want to see retro. Alright, let's stop holding back a little. Where is it? The Masamune. This one's pretty good. And let's also put on, no, not that, not yet. Not yet, soon. I don't care, whatever. We don't need anything else. So the Masamune, you can get this at this point in the game. I think it's a rare drop, but you can get it. It goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It might not look like anything too crazy. I think this is the best, like, thing in the game. I mean, the damage eventually falls off, so there's like an upgraded version of it you can get. But like this kind of weapon that does this, again, it doesn't look too crazy, but the hitbox is actually incredible when you actually like are trying to use it. It just hits everything. And if you're in the air, you're like totally mobile while you're doing it. Oh, the damage is good. So yeah, and Soma can use it too, so like the same way. So if you get this and you just give it to Soma or Alucard, they become way better. This is multiplayer exclusive. Yeah, there's a... I wish I could just control the camera a tiny bit. There's a button right there. Someone has to hold it down. You could, like, kinda sort of finagle your way through it if you really try, but it's kinda not worth it. I've done it, like, once or twice, but usually I end up just taking way more damage and not even getting in there. And then if you do get in there, you have to do it again to get out, and you might just die trying to do that, so not particularly worth it. But yeah, I think that's my main problem with this game, is that, like, some of the characters are pretty interesting. Like, I guess Soma's interesting just because once you get enough souls, because he can do a ton of stuff. Charlotte is interesting, kinda, because she can also do a lot of stuff. She's just kind of annoying. And Jonathan is cool. But Alucard and Shinoa kind of feel like they got the shorter end of the stick. I mean, at least Alucard can use like a billion different weapons, so I guess he's okay. He just feels like Diet Soma, but if you're someone who likes Diet Soda, so it's better Soma. It's really, I mean, my main complaint with the non-DLC characters is just Shinoa. I just wish she had more to do. It's a bit of a shame. I don't know how she is in the actual game, but I have to assume she has more. It's just like, oh man. I don't know why this isn't... There we go, look, I touched blood and I healed 1 HP after taking 30 damage. Amazing. I don't get it. This is kind of an awkward secret to get, so you have to... Hold on, you have to try to bounce off either these harpies or this clock, but you only have 1 chance on the clock. Okay, cool, I got it. And then, boom, it takes you all the way to this other side. Pretty cool. So I believe, I've been told, if you go down here and you like... Whoa! Is that Vic Viper from Konami's Vic Viper series? Is he gonna come back? Or is that just a did I miss him? Dang, I think I missed him. So sad. You can grab him. It's pretty cool. I did not react fast enough though. How sad. This part of the tower is weird. You can like... Sorry, again, I apologize about the camera. I wish I could... I wish it was not the worst thing you've ever seen, but unfortunately I can't do much about it. Anyway, yeah, the sword is broken. It's super duper good. So retro. But yeah, this part's weird because it's like... There's this, I mean, I guess I'll just do it. There's like this very long, path here. where you have to like dodge fire, and it's for a book, which you could definitely get easier books elsewhere throughout the stage. Also, I may have made a mistake coming down here, I'm realizing. I may now have to make a long trek back, so oops. But yeah, they definitely make you work to get this book and get out alive. I don't know why they didn't just like put a chest down here or something. Yeah, I think I'm stranded here a little, so whoopsie. I didn't think about that, because I never go down there, because there's no reason for me to, so I kind of didn't realize I'd be, extending this by another 25 minutes. So excuse us while we walk back. How are you all doing? Any, nope, not this way. Anything fun? Anything new? Anything retro? I'm up for all sorts of discussion. Anything Kirby and how he's not as strong as everyone says he is? Oh wait, sorry. I don't know where that came from. Oh yeah, I parried the spikes. I'm getting hit by this on purpose. I'm gonna touch the blood. Whoa, 1 HP. Like, what is the point? I think you can attack enemies, and if they bleed, like, on you, you'll heal a little bit. But 1, that's gross. And 2, it's just not worth it. I mean, I guess you're not really using magic anyway, so it's like, maybe just do it anyway, but I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Oh man, giant walk of shame back. You also walk so slowly in this game. I'm sure that's by design, because when there's 4 people playing... Is it 4? I think it's up to 6 people can be playing at the same time. When it's up to 6 people playing, you can get a lot done, so I guess if you walked any faster, you'd be getting too much done. There's another, like... If you look all the way to the left, there's that giant obstacle course. It's a for fun obstacle course. I don't know why you go down there for a book. But guess what? There's a book right here in the middle of everywhere that there's no reason not to just go to this one instead of going through the platforming gauntlet, which I am not going to show off because I don't feel like it, personally. I know that makes me a bad streamer, not showing off all the content, but you know, maybe it's good that I'm not wasting your time. You ever think about that? Anyway, we're finally here. Watch out for this person. Take this. Yay. Alright. One last chest for the road. And here he is. Alright, so you gotta be careful. The scythe he's holding behind him counts if you touch it as touch damage. So if you, whoa. If you touch it, you're getting hurt, so he's kind of annoying. I don't know, this boss, depending on what he does, can be like one of the easiest or one of the hardest. He's got some attacks that are pretty ridiculous. This one seems crazy, but it's not that bad, especially if I do this. Ah, good. I'm so glad that shield protected me. As it usually does. Like this attack, I guess that's how you dodge it. It can be pretty sudden if you're not ready. Alright, I'm not playing the game. I'm just gonna destroy all your stuff. There's one thing he can say that's quite iconic, and I'm waiting for him to say it. Maybe he can't yet, though. He might have to be damaged more. Feels weird seeing Death not do 14 billion damage. Hey, you know, well, I was gonna say oh, I think he said it. I couldn't hear it, but I think he said it. If you didn't hear it, I'll wait for him to use that attack again. But, I mean, I was gonna say we're over-leveled, but we're not really. I mean, this sword's really good, but you can get it, in this chapter. So, we're about more or less where we would be otherwise. Would you like to use that fun attack again? I really want everyone to hear what you say, and only one person will get why it's funny. So, yeah. He only starts doing like this when he's at half health. There it is. If you didn't hear it, he's saying, Minions! I love it. I played this game before Lament of Innocence, And so then I played Lament of Innocence, and then when I came back to this game and heard that he says minions, it made me so happy. Because it's iconic. Oh, I forgot to change the music volume, and no one remembered. No one reminded me. Oops. Now the music in this chapter is gonna be lower than it should be. Whoopsie daisy. Well, I guess if no one reminded me, then no one else noticed either, so that's okay. Alright, goodbye. And that was death. I'm realizing I missed a treasure chest. Would it be too risky to go for it? I'm going for it. This ground crumbles if you stand on it for too long, so you really want to jump a lot and don't. So once again, I think you can only get this by, like, bouncing off people. Oh, that didn't count. I'm playing a bit of a risky game here, but I'm good. I know it. Now I just hope I make it back, because if I fall, it's a long walk back. Well, I forgot like 5 minutes after you asked us to remind you. Fair enough. I'm happy. I'm just happy the stream's only frozen once and hasn't again. I would really like for it to not again. I'm gonna do that now before I forget though. Sound settings. There we go. Not that there is music playing right now, but you know. Alright, now I'm just gonna very carefully make my way back. Yeah, this is the only game where death doesn't kill you in 2 hits, like every other game. Wow, ramen! Thanks, Death. So yeah, you can equip other healing items besides potions and high potions, but you can buy potions and high potions, so I don't know why you would. They're not much better, if they are any better. So it's kind of random, but yeah, we went through a lot there. Mostly because I was messing around a bit, but yeah. Alright, and with that, there is but 1 stage remaining. So, we've played as every character already, so let's go back to the main man himself. And I didn't have him equipped with anything before, so we're gonna have to equip him now with some at least semi-decent stuff. So, it's the last chapter. As you should probably expect, you should take it fairly seriously, so I'll give him some pretty good stuff. Maybe not like my absolute best stuff, because again, that's like reserved for DLC. It's not as hard as that stuff, but still, you want to take this kind of seriously, because it's what's coming up is quite difficult, especially if you're not used to it yet. Sure. We'll keep the spiked boots. We got those from Gurgoth. We can't get rid of them. Sure. I don't know if I want to keep on the Soul Eater rings. I don't really think it's worth it. I'll keep on one, and I'll put on one of this, because it's really good. Well, the thing is, right, okay, so, let's see, the high potions, where are they? They're in alphabetical, so they heal 60, and you can hold up to 3 of them, so that's 180. So let's say, like, what else heals anything good? Like, this mango mousse cake heals 80, that's really good, but I only have 1, and I've never used 1. After all my time playing, I've only ever found 1, so I don't want that. Like, what else? Plain Cruller. You can equip at least up to 5 of those, but they only heal 20. And healing MP typically isn't too useful, because that restores on its own. Like, you'd usually rather have HP. Like, just with how long I've played this game, you think I'd have more unlocked. Like, this isn't bad. 50 HP and hold 5 of them. Like, that's pretty good. But again, all my time playing, I've found 7 of these. So, the other 99.9% of the time, why not just use high potions? I could just use this when I'm, like, really serious, I guess. Which, I mean, now wouldn't be a bad time, but it just doesn't make much sense to me, especially since you can only hold 1 type of item. Maybe if you can hold multiple, it would make a little more sense. I mean, it'd make a lot more sense if you could do that, because then everyone would have high potions, and then you could bring, like, an unpoisoned potion, or something that restores MP, or something. Yeah, I don't really get it. Alright, I think this will be good. As for our weapons, so I'm gonna pick, I like this, Terror Bear. I'll show that off too. Once we're done with this stage, I'm not gonna do another full stage, I'll just go to a stage and show off some funny other weapons, I guess. So I'm going with a specific thing in mind. We're gonna use this, the Cestus. This is a punchy weapon, we haven't seen one of those yet. And let's go with a gun. This is something you have to buy. That should be good. And then as for these, I don't think I care. I'll equip this one because that's the maid person. And resistance to poison would not be bad, so we'll do that. I don't care too much about these because I don't think I'm going to use them a ton. But we'll, oh, I already have that equipped. Hold on, this is on the wrong thing. Sorry, see, I did all this for all the other characters in preparation, so you didn't have to watch it. But, now that I have to reset up another character, you have to watch it. I'm not the biggest fan of this part of the game. I'll equip Nova Skeleton. That's the really broken thing that Shinoa also has. Soma can get it too. And you probably want to, because it's really good. And, don't look at those. You're not allowed to look at those yet. Whatever, Slogger's good. Alright. I think with that, we are ready for the finale of the day. Ready? Come, sweet hour of death. Whoa, who is that guy? Alright, here we are. So again, once again, I'm told this is technically something from Order of Ecclesia, but it's more of just a, you know, it's more of a Dracula's Castle bill. Oh, so this is the gun. It has very good range. The damage is not great, but the range is so good it 100% makes up for it. So we're, I think this is what people call min-maxing, perhaps? I don't know what that actually means, but I feel like that would make sense. We have the shortest range weapon possible, and then, like, the longest range weapon possible. Maybe that's not what that means, I genuinely don't know. I'm just saying things. Please stop standing inside each other, it's awkward. So the punch is honestly really good, in my opinion. The range is awful, but the damage is good, and you can rack it up real fast. There we go. This is what I used to. This is the setup I used to beat the game when I first played it. Hey, look, I just got this. It's like they want to use it. What did I equip? Right, that is actually pretty good. That's okay. That's pretty good. And that's broken, so I'm gonna try to avoid using it. But I'll use it on this guy because I hate him. Genuinely, both Shinoa and Soma, that's the best thing you can get in the game. It's so good. Alright. Hello. That's fine. Get you out of the way now. I think there could only be, like, a certain amount of mimics per level. Maybe. Like, I think the last level could only have one, and this one might have two, perhaps? So this level's a gauntlet. Wait, I have normal potions equipped? Alright, after I kill these guys, I'm actually gonna walk back to put on high potions. I forgot to do that. We're not gonna... there's a good chance we're not gonna make it with normal potions. Yeah, I hate that guy in particular. Oh, this guy's still there. Whoops. Bye-bye. That guy's really important, in Bloodstained specifically, not in this series. Alright, high potion. So this chapter is a gauntlet. You see this book? This is the only book on the entire map. There's not even one before the boss, so... you know, when you first play this, before you're like all too great at it, or before you're very leveled up or whatever, you will probably walk through this whole stage, kill all the enemies, get all the way to the top, and then have to take like a 4-minute walk back, and like a 4-minute walk back to the book, and then another 4-minute walk back to the boss. just to stock back up on healing items. We're not going to do that, most likely. I think I've played this chapter enough, but this is a chapter I had to grind on a lot, not for stats or anything, just to get used to how everything worked. And the punch ended up being my answer to beating it the first time. It's really rough. Charlotte in particular really hates this chapter. It's a lot for her to have to do. Yeah, there's a boss run back, but you can't put a space in between run and back. You know that. It's not a run back. It's a run back. Well, everyone has no idea what I'm talking about, but that's okay. That's how it should be. Ooh, weird person's not pretending to be a not weird person this time. No. Go away. There we go. Oh, she dropped a tear in the soup for me. Maybe she wasn't all that bad. Maybe she was just kind of bad. Bye-bye. This is just like that. Yes, exactly! See, someone else does get it! The boss run back. I'm so glad I think we have the 2 people in existence who actually get what I'm trying to lay down. So, I appreciate that. These ghost guys are funny. They're in Lament of Innocence. They're probably in other games, but that's what I know them from. And they still drop their lantern. I think it can damage you if you're touching it. But yeah. So again, it's just a one very long linear stage. There's very few places to divert. So it's just a big test of your skills thus far. It's not exactly easy. Again, I've probably played this chapter more than any other just because I had to like beat it with all the characters. I did beat all the main stages with all the characters, by the way. I did most of the DLC stages with all the characters, but it got really repetitive at a point. I've already played this game so much I started to get sick of it, so I just kind of stopped at some point. I feel like that's understandable. Oh, this is the guy. Wait, no. That's the guy that gives you the super broken attack. Yeah. He's pretty cool. This is a final armor. They're awesome. By awesome, I mean, they're not my favorite. Come here, stop being annoying. They take 1 damage from everything, and they have 40 HP. So it is hit them 40 times with anything, and they're not exactly the easiest guys to hit. Hold on, I'm not ready. And like try to shoot him over his shield. Honestly, this isn't the best advice. You can also just like do this, and then you can't turn around. I would recommend trying to learn to actually fight them, but it's kind of with the tools I have available and with the 0 range I have, this is probably my best bet. Shobi doesn't back me into a corner though, that's not gonna be fun. Okay, good. This was Ariasara. The Cestus would actually be really good against him. I mean, it's really good if you can get behind him. But, it's kind of rough otherwise, so yeah. Those guys, you really need, like, some way to deal with them. This is the money room. This is a good stage to grind on for money, specifically because of that room. You get $3,000 every time. Since those chests aren't random, so that's pretty cool. Get out of here. It's alright, we took a lot of damage, but there is decent healing opportunity around in like, some breakable walls and stuff, so we should get most of it back. Punch. And yeah, you have to pick your loadout carefully, because again, the only way to change your weapons or magic or anything is to go all the way back to the beginning of the stage. Awesome stage. It's fine. Yeah, no, this is one stage you definitely could time out on, but only if you have to do the run back. Also, I think that's a new soul. I don't think I've ever gotten that guy. I'd love to test him out, but you know, we're not gonna see books, so maybe if I remember, I'll do it after this just to see what he is. Thanks for the belt. Probably just like shoot you from here if that is okay with you. I'm glad it's okay with you. They actually do like 47 per hit instead of 1. Oh, blunt damage, like when neutral then. Oh, really? Oh, so you don't just do 1 damage? I thought everything did 1 damage to them. I mean, in this game, it seems like it. I've yet to discover anything that does more than 1 damage. Maybe there is some trick I don't know about, but if punching is the option in the main game, and it's not in this, then I assume there probably just isn't anything else you can do. Whoa, Sage Ring. Oh, that one's really good. I already have 2 of them, so I don't need any more, but Sage Ring's really good. It increases your MP recovery speed. So if you're playing as, if you're playing as Shinoa, or especially Charlotte, it's kind of a must-have to just have lots of MP. As per my rules, I technically shouldn't be using this spear because it's also a DLC soul, but you know it's not a DLC soul? This one. So, you know, I could use that instead of using the spear, you know? I don't think enemies are gonna complain if I'm using the spear instead. Hey, you, take that. Now I'm gonna punch you. I guess the gun's not serving me as well, but I guess I probably didn't exactly need it, but I like it. I'm not dealing with them. I said I'm not dealing with them. That's my limit. I'm not dealing with those guys. I don't want to. Hello. And yeah, the gun, again, it's good if you are scared, you really don't want to engage with stuff, and are fine wasting some time. Whoa, 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 I didn't know you could shoot through walls, you cheaters. I actually didn't know they could do that. Okay. I thought I was safe over there. Clearly, I was not. No, my HP could be better. I won't lie. Yeah, the gun's funny, and that's all that matters, I agree. This is our 3rd mimic. I was just saying that there can't be that many mimics, but maybe... If this is our 3rd one, then I guess I was lying. Maybe it is just random. It's way better here than in the actual game. Really? I mean, it is pretty okay here. I'm just surprised, because it's not, like, great, so... But okay. Here's some free pizza. That's a pretty good deal. Yum. Alright, here we go. This is the final armor room. It's like the final Heartless room, but not as bad, because nothing can be as bad. Also, I guess you could just do this, so I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. You really have to, like, learn how, you know, if you're not doing this, you have to learn how his attacks work, too. Because, like, a lot of them, if you don't know how they work, you're just not gonna dodge them. Like, when he springs out his shield, how are you supposed to know he's gonna do that? I'm not even gonna look at this. It's like tied reverse attack stat only has half a screen of range. Oh, really? Yeah, no, it has a ton of range in this game. Alright, have I shot you 40 times yet? Perhaps? There we go. Man, what could be worse than the final armor? Oh. Of course, you must fight too. The other one was bonus for a treasure chest, but these two are mandatory. You have to either beat them or just go around them somehow. If you want to like touch damage through them, which can be okay, but I think this is why I equipped the gun when I first played this, was specifically just to get past these guys without taking damage. And I mean, you could say I'm cheating. I say he's cheating, personally. So... Okay. There's a variant in the hard mode, the silver gun, used for one boss in the whole game. Well, hey, guess what? That item may or may not be a DLC item in this game, and it's this, but actually the damage isn't half bad. It's actually quite good. If I didn't care about being fair, I totally would have equipped it, but it's not fair. Yeah, it's 100% cheating just by existing. I agree. Alright, so, we're here. But before that, if you go up here and you hold up, I believe... Oh wait, you have to go up here and hold up? Whoa, what's that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's... Oh, I guess we'll never know. That was Konami Man. You know, Konami Man. From... Anyway, there's some steak here. It gives you a lot, so you should definitely get it. Anyway, here we go. It's time. Hello.
What's up?
Let's do this.
This long slumber has given me strength.
It's Count Dracula. Hello, Count Dracula. How are you doing? He is Count Dracula from the hit series Castlevania. You may recognize some of his attacks, such as Fireball and different Fireball, and taking 7 billion damage sometimes. It's Dracula. It's the same fight as always. You have to hit his head. You can't hit anywhere else. So my weapon of choice is not the greatest, but it will do. He has other attacks that he doesn't currently want to use. Oh, well, here's one. Boom. Flame pillars. So if you get behind him, you're usually safe. If you can get behind him, sometimes he'll do this and you can't. Because he doesn't like to turn around. My favorite Mega Man boss, he is Mega Manning around the screen without yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just kind of one of those things. You just gotta know how he works and do it. I still don't remember what I have equipped. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's good. Yeah, now if I miss... Oh yeah, I do have the big fireball. Here I am, punching Dracula in the face. Punching me from the past in the face. I'd say that's spoilers if it was true, but it's not actually true. It's only like a third true. So yeah, then he starts mixing it up. He starts doing like attacks together, like the flame pillars and the fireballs. But if you get behind him, then you can't do anything. What the? I'm now retro. Here he is. It's Dracula from Castlevania 1. And he has the Gurgoth attack. I'm kind of surprised that didn't hit me. Glad the hitbox is kind of good. Kind of nice. So this is why I equipped the fists. This attack will curse you, so you just kind of want to like stutter step away from it. Oh, that's a fireball. Ow, that still hit me. But yeah, this is why you equip the fists, because you can do a ton of damage to him just by punching his knee. And it's a very effective strategy. Am I gonna get hit by this? Oh, just barely, no. Good. But yeah, no, if you don't know how his attacks work yet, he can kind of mess you up. And if you don't have the fist to do 1 billion damage at once, he can kind of mess you up. I like how this attack just has no animation on him. It's pretty good. He has one really bad attack that he hasn't used yet. I don't want to kill him too fast in case he... Here, oh no, that's not it. He doesn't seem to want to use it. Oh, this is it. Boom. He does this jump and shoots green. And as you can probably guess, the green poisons you. And if there's any point in this game you don't want to get poisoned and lose, like, half your health, it's right here. So, yeah, that's the only reason I equipped the zombie soul that negates all poison, is literally just for this. Otherwise, I would have equipped, like, attack boost, so my punches would probably do a bit extra damage. Boom. It's funny how he has a Gurgoth laser. I kind of wish he had, like, an attack from every boss or something. That would be interesting. I mean, it would be, like, a generic concept, but it would be kind of cool. That attack does, like, 230 damage in one of the games. Which one? The Gurgoth attack? I'm not surprised, to be honest. Dracula just kind of does that sometimes. Well, don't worry. You can get hit by the poison attack and take about that much. I swear, we got hit by it once and it wasn't that bad, but I swear, It can be really bad in times like this. That's right, I'm punching me. What are you gonna do about it? Dracula from Castlevania 1. For the Nintendo Entertainment System and other consoles as well that no one actually cares about. Do 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 do. We're still going. Alright, just gonna do. This is genuinely the best way to avoid this attack, is to do that nonsense. On me when I teleport. Hey, he's dead. Hooray.
Gaze upon my dark form.
Whoa. He's not dead. See, they had to give him a new form. Not just rip off the one from Castlevania 1. So that attack is get away from him. This boss is awesome because it's know everything I can do in advance, or else you just take like 100 damage from each attack. Or more. You can do more. There's another reason why I equipped the fists, is because it's good for this. This attack, the triangle attack, like Fire Emblem, is very annoying. You have to like do that specifically or it will hit you. Also, you can do it as many times as you want, so sometimes I'm here for a while just dodging triangles. I hope today is not one of those times. Sometimes you could just do that and hit you for, you couldn't do anything about it. Oh, I'm about to die, and I really would not like to. What is he doing? This is one where fire comes from the ground, I believe. Yes, you just kind of want to, like, keep moving, but slowly. I think when he's glowing blue like this, he's immune to something. Either physical attacks or magic attacks, I'm not sure. That attack is be there. It's all just stuff that's like, know that you have to do this to dodge it. Or just get hit like that, because you can't do anything about it. It would not be a Castlevania game if the final boss wasn't awful. It's not looking great for me, I gotta be honest, so... Usually the fists are a lot better for this, but I seem to not be having... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't like that. I forgot he had that attack, he never uses it. You can't hit his hands, by the way. I mean, unless they're close to him like they are right now. That's right, I'm trying to cheat it a little. Again, would not be a Castlevania game if the final boss wasn't garbage. That's like everyone, it's so sad. You know, I've played this so many times, but there's just like no way to anticipate some of his moves, as far as I can tell. Like, when he does that, he just kind of does it. Is this fire from the ground? Yeah, I think so. Just gonna melt you a little. Doop-a-doo. I have no choice. I have to play super carefully right now, or else I'm gonna get destroyed. Like a Guilty Gear character. Destroyed. Sorry, Dracula, gotta play really lame because you're playing really lame. This attack's obnoxious because it doesn't seem that bad, but sometimes you just like get hit by it. So even when you like do what I just did, sometimes you just get hit anyway. So that's the attack I'm honestly the most scared of. The triangle attack is obnoxious, but I've like kind of learned how to deal with it. I love when he uses it multiple times in a row. I've had times where he's used it like 8 times in a row. It's awesome. He was one of those times. Oof, that was kind of close. Oh, he got me. Dang. Well, he got me fair and square. Well, that's it. I suppose it's time for the boss run back, but this time, I'm gonna try. That's right. We're not going easy mode anymore, Dracula. Dang, I really didn't think this was where I was gonna lose. I thought that was gonna be next stream. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Cestus is cool, but you can do better. And don't worry, I'm just gonna sprint through this stage. I'm not about to show off everything again. The problem with this fight is that it's stupid, I think. I always found this Dracula disgusting. Oh, is it not a new? Is that from a game? I kind of figured it was new, made for this game, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. All right, we don't need the gun. The gun's nice, but we want the Masamune, I think. Keep the zombie. Any of these I need? I mean, none of them are too great, so whatever. And let me put the potions back on. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go destroy him now. No more not trying or holding back. I'm gonna go beat him up. He can't use that. He's not a cute girl. He can't use what? I guess I could have switched to a different character. Like, I could have been Shinoa and destroyed him that way, but I want Soma to go get his revenge. The Mighty Number 9 special? What, the final boss having 17 phases and being the worst final boss of all time? Because that's every Castlevania game. What are you talking about? I mean, I'm not wrong. I wish I was wrong, but I'm not wrong. Yeah, I see you too. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm ignoring all the treasure, ignoring all the enemies. I mean, well, how can I ignore this one? It's right in the way. I'd be a fool not to take that one. I'm just gonna let you be. Yeah, sorry, I definitely didn't plan to fail, but what can you do with a final boss that looks like that? And I have so much practice with it too, and it's still stupid. It really is. It's really bad. Maybe it makes more sense in multiplayer, but I don't think so. I think in multiplayer we would just destroy everyone evenly. Please? Okay, thank you. You know what? No thank you, actually. Go away. I mean, I'm sorry. I might as well grab these. Sorry, I need to take a drink of water, and now I'm surrounded by enemies on all sides. So that was not the best place to stop. Yeah, that Dracula's from one of the other games. Oh, well that's disappointing. I really thought it was, like, I don't like it, but I at least thought it was new. So that's sad that apparently it's not. And it's in Vampire Survivors. Oh, really? It's in Vampire Survivors too? That's hilarious. Okay. I mean, I know this is like a crossover game, but you know, it'd be cool if the final boss was something totally unique. So, I guess it's a shame that it's not. But yeah, I mean, is the fight with him equally as bad? You don't have to tell me what game it's from, but is the fight with that form of him equally as bad in whatever else it's from? I'm curious about that. I mean, I feel like the answer is probably yes to some extent, but who knows? Pizza. Alright, now unfortunately I don't have a gun, so I kind of have to actually deal with these guys. With the Masamune, it's not too bad. You just hit through their shield. I mean, you can hit through their shield with most things that aren't like projectiles, but this is quite good for it. So they're not too big of a deal. See, I'm telling you, this weapon's just broken. It's really good. It's a Dracula fight, so yes, yeah, that's not surprising. Oh, you know what's funny? I actually didn't, if I thought about this, I might have did something different. He does have another attack in that final phase that I unfortunately can't show off. But it's okay, because one of the DLC bosses will also have the same attack, so I will mention it when we fight them in the second stream. Wow, that felt like 80 hits. I don't know if I want to fight you. I think I might just not. Soma, it's not that bad. Stop being so dramatic. Okay. Was that worth it? Yeah, it feels worth it. Alright, well we have another chance at this. Boom! Friend. Here he comes. Boom! There he is. The iconic man himself that everyone knows. I've never heard of him until today. I won't lie to you. Alright, let's try this again.
This long slumber has given me strength.
What's up? It's me, Soma. I'm here. I'm an evil man, and I will teleport multiple times. Ouch! Yeah, that's how it feels to get hit by your attacks. I do appreciate that I don't know, I do appreciate at least that, like, when he goes into Castlevania 1 monster mode, that seems like it's gonna be the last phase. And then he gets another one. Like, it's kind of a cool surprise. I just wish the third phase wasn't awful. But, you know. Friend acquired, yes. He is my new best friend. Oh, I'm trapped! What will I do? Alright, so I'm mostly gonna do this for this first phase. Oh, well, it's already over. The second phase, I'm still gonna punch mostly, because the punch is really good. I swear it was good for the third phase, but I guess, it's more awkward to use than I remember. But this is really good for this. I don't think there's a much better strategy than just doing this. I mean, you could use the moss and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. Well, I can't get poisoned, so it wasn't that bad, but still. It was still scary. I'm honestly surprised I dodged that. Nice try. Yeah. I'm an evil man and I jump. Remember in Castlevania 1 where when he was in this form, you still had to hit his head? It's kind of... it's weird. It probably wasn't weird back then, but like, no other game... Every other game when he goes into super monster mode, you can attack it anywhere. So I was really confused playing Castlevania 1, why my attacks weren't hitting him, not realizing you still couldn't hit his head, even in this form. I'm glad that's not the case here, because in Castlevania 1 I kinda get it, even though it's still annoying. In this game, it would be really, really annoying. Okay, I get it. You can poison me, except you can't.
This is not the end.
Oh, are you done? Okay, you're done.
Beginning. Gaze upon my dark.
Alright, here goes. Dumb phase. Rawr. That's right, take that. I'm actually kinda trying. I brought this. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. With some weapons, you can do Street Fighter inputs to make them stronger. So if you do a quarter circle forward, you can like make this one rainbowy, and it hits multiple times. It costs magic to do, but I totally forgot about that. I only ever do it on accident, and I don't know any other weapons that can do it besides this one. This attack does like a good like 160 damage if you get hit by it, so don't. Boom, okay. Now we dodge triangles. Pala Catria Est. Is that what you meant when you said he can't use triangle attack because he's not a cute girl? that would make sense. I was trying to figure out what you meant by that, but that makes sense. Remember in Castlevania 2, Dracula died in like 2 hits? Well, if you have the Flame Whip, he does. If you have the, like... If you have... what's the second strongest one? The Chain Whip? That one's okay. If you have anything lower than that, then he takes too many hits to kill. I call it like a sliding spectrum, but it's not. It's like either the easiest boss fight in history or impossible. What do you mean? I just took like 70 billion damage. That was scary. That's it. But yeah, no, that fight is awful both ways, because it's both way too easy and impossible. I genuinely, I know you haven't really seen it, but if you were to do like a challenge run of like, can I beat Castlevania 2 with only the default whip? It would be tedious at parts, but doable. I genuinely don't know if Dracula's beatable with the default whip if you keep it. Which, I mean, I don't know why you would keep it, but still. You can't even like buy it back if you get an upgraded whip. Hey, I won!
Impossible. Not this time.
Hooray.
Not bad.
Whoa! I got Dracula's soul. Okay, so you can get souls from bosses. Wow, okay. I'm actually surprised. I have, I've never seen that. Okay, so you can get souls from bosses, but it seems to be kind of exceedingly rare. I've only ever gotten one from Gurgoth, and I've never gotten another soul from another boss, even though Soma's my most played character. So we're definitely gonna check that out in a minute. But first, hooray! We did it! That was Castlevania Harmony of Despair. It's okay. I think it's cool, the idea of like the giant stages that you can play multiplayer. It probably is a lot more fun in multiplayer if you're playing it single player. It's fun. You just kind of have to learn how things work. Play the stages over and over, not to like grind, but just to learn how bosses and stuff work. But yeah, that was the game, so like I said, we still have half of it to see, which is going to be a second stream. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace a bit, because I thought this stream was gonna be like an hour and a half, and I ended up going for like 3. Somehow I stretched it out to that long, I don't know how. I guess I just had a lot to say. So the DLC stages are definitely longer on average, but I'll be like trying more, so I think it'll probably go faster. Also, there's technically less of them, but yeah. Oh man, there's the iconic guy. That's another thing. As much as I love that this game is like a Castlevania crossover, it kind of does the Fire Emblem Warriors thing, where it just picks like a handful of games and not the whole series. Probably like the handful of games that it was the easiest for them to get sprites of the characters, unfortunately. Like, I would love if like Leon Belmont, or like from one of the 3D games, or I don't know, Sypha was in this, or even like Jonathan Morris or someone. I don't know. Hey, look, it's Konami, man. He's canon in this non-canon game. I definitely think it had potential, and like I said, as far as being an online multiplayer game that wants you to keep playing it over and over and over, there's not like a ton of reason to once you like already know how to win. Yeah, it's all, the only games this encompasses are Aria and Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, Order of Ecclesia, and then kind of Symphony of the Night. Like, Alucard's here, but he didn't get like a stage or anything. But I mean, he's here, so I guess that's the important part. Yeah, most of it, you know, the first 3 stages are all Dawn of Sorrow. Stage 4 is Portrait of Ruin, and then stage 5 and 6 are apparently Order of Ecclesia, but they're also just like standard Clock Tower and Dracula's Castle stuff. So, kind of depends. I don't know if you want to count that. I don't know. I haven't played Order of Ecclesia, so maybe it's more similar than I'm giving you credit for. But yeah, no, I think I really would love another game like this that took characters from all throughout the series, but I guess you need to either play Vampire Survivors for that, Or the weird Castlevania Apple arcade game, maybe. I don't know. Technically, I have that downloaded, but I haven't played it, and it's on a console, quote unquote, that like my access to it is kind of rough. I don't even know where it is offhand. It's somewhere in this room. But yeah, that was this game. It's pretty cool. So like I said, I'm gonna be doing a second stream where I show off all the DLC. It'll be sooner rather than later. I don't want to put it off for that long, so probably like maybe same time next week, or maybe even a little earlier. We'll see. Usually I don't like to skip credits because it's kind of rude, but like, they didn't even make enough pictures, so now we're just repeating through pictures. I personally find that kind of rude. So, I think I'm just gonna do it. Sorry. Alright, last thing for the day, I guess. I did say I was gonna show off some funny stuff, and we have to see what Dracula's soul is. I, was not expecting to get that. So, let me, let's do that. Alright, well, as for weapons, I want to show off, I think this is the better Masamune that you get in DLC, so it's pretty good. I want to show off the RPG. This is something you have to buy from the shop. Kind of surprised it's not a two-handed weapon, but it would be, a little unusable if it was. The Terror Bear, I think, is, so I also want to show that off. Oh, the Whip Sword. I'll do the Terror Bear, and we'll do the Whip Sword in the RPG. And, let's show off the souls. So I also want to show off Gurgoth, because that's funny. And, oh wait. Hold on, it's in alphabetical, so he'd be up here. Dracula, launch a torrent of magical power. Sounds pretty cool. Alright, I think the best chapter to test stuff is this one, because you have the super giant hallway at the beginning of enemies, so you can just kind of do stuff. The end of chaos. Alright, let's see it. It's still wild to me that this guy's the third boss. He should have been a DLC boss. I feel like that would have made sense. Or at least, like, a little bit later. Alright, here it is, the Terror Bear. Whoa. Oh, I have never really, like, used it much. So it's a heavy weapon that hits multiple times, I guess. I guess that's interesting. I do want to show off the gun, and, well, I'll show the whip sword real quick. It's kind of cool. It's like, pew! Awesome. Alright, but I want to show off the RPG and also the gun. Alright, so watch this. You know, I was saying the gun had good range, but I'm gonna prove it. The gun has really good range. Like, like really good range. Like, I could keep going. It's kind of unreal. And then here's the RPG. It has equally good range, but is slower, but is strong. I don't know how, like, good it actually is, but if you want range, it's pretty good. It seems the gun is no longer hitting people from this distance, which, you know, is fair. Alright, but you know what will hit people from this distance, besides the RPG? Gurgoth. Oh yeah, the laser's kind of puny, but maybe it gets bigger if you get more Gurgoth souls. I don't know. It also costs like 50 magic, which is awesome. But yeah, I've only ever gotten Gurgoth soul once, and that's it. And again, Soma's my most played character, so grinding for souls would already be bad. I can't imagine grinding for boss souls, how tedious that would be if you wanted to level them all up. But now let's see the man of the hour, Mr. Dracul. That's not Dracul. Dracul! Oh, of course. I should have expected it would be that. Because, Alucard already has the other one, the other fireball attack, so of course we're gonna get this one. So I mean, we could fight Dracula more and try to upgrade it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I would love to get one soul of each boss. Like, I want to know what Menace gives you. Can you imagine? Like, knowing what he is in the lore, that should be not possible. But the fact that you can get one from him is awesome. I want to know what he does. I could just look it up, but, you know. Boom, I am Dracula. Boo. I mean, it seems okay. I don't know if it's great, but it seems okay. Yeah, okay. I guess that's it. So I guess we're done for now. Yeah. Alright, that was Harmony of Despair, but like I said, we're only halfway done. There is still quite a bit of downloadable content to experience, so I hope, for everyone who came today, I hope you'll join me again. Again, don't know when for sure, most likely sometime next week. I hope you will join me again once I show off the rest of what this game has to offer. There's some well-requested characters we still have yet to see that I'm sure some of you are very excited for, so until then, I suppose that will be it. Thank you to everyone who came, making my first stream in like literally years fun, and I hope you had a good time. So farewell and goodbye.